yo, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. What's good? What's good? Ears to the streets in your area or in your hood. Whatever y'all got going on, man, y'all put all your ears over here. We got a great show for y'all tonight. I appreciate everybody's patience, man. We got 16 people in the area. We only got 9 likes. That don't make no sense. Somebody show your boy some love. God damn, don't be a hater all your life. Why come over here if you're gonna be a hater, man? If we want just people sitting in the bushes hating on us, we'll start talking shit. We'll start talking shit. So, y'all get them likes up so we can get into the show. I'm not going to make y'all wait too long. We're going to get straight into this content. We got a lot of things going on in the real world, not just the YouTube streets. But I caught a couple of good stories that I think we can laugh at, we can criticize, and we can learn from. So let's take 1 or 2 more minutes to everybody, throw your shout outs, do your mixing and mingling in the chat. Make sure everybody, know what's up. Let me make sure I shout out everybody in the chat that I see. I see Just Jay. What's good, Just Jay? You was one of the first ones in here. I appreciate you. Mika, what's good? What's good, Mika? We got Unity in the area. What's good, Unity? You finally done got off that clock. I see. Man, I know it's been a long wait. Where you at right now, man? I'm on my way to Ohio. Where you at these days? I know last time I think we heard from you. You was in Montana somewhere. I know you moving around like the tradesman. Shout out to the tradesman. Speaking of shout out to the tradesman, shout out to Carl Belton. I know he'll be in here in a minute whenever he get his notification. We got Two-Face in the area. What's good, Two-Face? JT Money Man, what's good? JT Money Man 410, salute to you. Cheryl Hodges, salute to you. I appreciate you. We got my boy Steady Grinding in this jank. What's good, Steady Grinding? All right. So we about to get into this content. So let me just get my lights set up, get my green screen set up. We got 40 to splatter in here. Hey, what's good? What's good? G Mama Body in the area. What's good? What's good? So I want to make sure everybody get the opportunity to catch this from the beginning. So we about to go ahead and get into it. And also, I might spin the block after this live. I got oh, okay, you at home right now working for Apple. Hell, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I've been thinking of ways to try to sit my ass home and work too. I've been home for 3 weeks now. And the first store we about to get in, the last place I just came from, was Fort Stewart. And I'm glad our job I got put on pause. My company got put on pause because the job came to a halt because they hadn't had the last building, the concrete cut out yet. And y'all see how my guy worked? My guy said, oh shit, we got a crazy motherfucker about to come on this post in a couple of weeks. Let me make sure my dog EARZ is well out the motherfucking way. Yeah, God made sure I was well out the way before they had this bullshit going on. So we about to get into it. Oh, there go my dog. Scammers, scandals, and scalawags. Girl, you is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where your damn sense of humor comes from. But you definitely know how to put a little video together and have me dying laughing. Shout out to Triple S. She is too crazy. But all right, let me get my green screen right, turn on my camera, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this business because I see the main core supporters are definitely here, and we ain't gonna make y'all wait too long because I know there's a lot of garbage going on, and y'all chose to be over here instead of in the garbage. So I gotta make sure I don't disappoint y'all. And if we have any people watching in the bushes, salute to y'all too. You're welcome to come out the bushes, but hey, if you're more comfortable in the bushes, all I ask is you hit the like button. And if you're a content creator or you got Facebook or something and you think somebody looking for something to watch, hey, share the content, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna cost you a damn dime. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me get my green screen right, and I'm coming on camera, cause you know, only people that know they handsome will come on camera. A lot of these niggas scared to come on camera. But hold up.
Shut up. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate.
All right. I'm back. Oh, shit. Shout out to Unity for dropping that 100 balls. Yes, sir. Okay. Hey, man, you just helped pay the light bill, the EARZ to the streets, man. I almost about to say, man, you know what? I might just start uploading these videos, man. You know what I mean? I ain't know if people was appreciating these live streams and everything, but, hey, I appreciate you, Carl Belton, Halima, anybody, even the people that hit the like button, just the people that show up, man. Y'all are very important to me. I want to make sure y'all know EARZ to the street, love y'all. If nobody don't tell y'all, I love y'all, all y'all. Cause y'all definitely make sure y'all let me know that this is productive content and that we be having fun. And Unity, shout out to you, my brother. I know how it is to be out there in that field, have to, you know, do all that stuff or whatever, because I know you're a journeyman and all that. So it's tough being on the road all the time, being away from your family and, you know, having to always spend all that money and get things, you know, get your things back or whatever. But you make money, but it ain't nothing like being at home in your air conditioner, you know, sitting around, you know, and being able to do whatever you want to do. Damn, people always want to call me as soon as I get online. And that's my little sister calling me. I'm going to have to wait, let her call me back. But yeah, man, so I know you living good at the house, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Get to work from, you say you was doing a data center for Apple? Shit, I'm about to go do, building software facility in my hometown. Okay, a building software facility. Long-term job at home every night. Hell yeah. So you saying you doing a job in your hometown. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I got to go to Ohio doing I believe it's either Facebook or Amazon data center. So this is going to be a very large project. I don't know how long I'll be there. The new people tell me different things all the time. I'm not going to put no more, you know, time stamps on it or whatever. I'm just going to, you know, go do what I got to do. And if it lasts a month, a week, a year, I don't give a fuck what it lasts. So we'll be there and handling business. I got my new recording glasses. So now when I'm on the job, see these things look just like safety glasses. So now I got something that I can actually give a first-hand view of the work. So it'll be kind of fun to be able to bring my work back, put it together, edit it, you know, and I'll know exactly what it is, and I don't have to worry about the angles and stuff like that. Because when I go back and I look at all the videos, I'm like, damn, I was at a bad angle. I be thinking that I be giving y'all a good angle, but it doesn't be the best angle. But these glasses, oh man, I haven't had them that long, so I haven't been able to do nothing where I can actually show. Besides, I did some duckboard work, but when I went back and looked at the video footage, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I mean, it showed some, but it didn't show how I thought it was showing. So, but I know what I have to do on this next project, and this next project will be some good old duck work where I have, I have some helpers. I have, I'm hoping they got all the shit I need, and I'm hoping it's a wide open building. I'm hoping that it has, the proper, they got all the shit that I need, and I have the proper helpers and everything. And I'm hoping everything just going good. I got a homeboy that's down here from Orlando.
I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate.
Man, shout out to Unity again for dropping another 100 ball. Much love to you. But like I was saying, when I I got a homeboy down here in Orlando that he's already up there, and he telling me, it's a good bit of black people already up there. They only got a couple of guys that know what they're doing. So of course they need a couple of leaders up there and everything. So I'm gonna go up there, so they can have some leadership as far as on running the rest of the duck. They've been waiting for the roof to get put on, so they wasn't working any overtime. But now that they're gonna be working overtime, it'll be worth it for me to come up there, because I ain't gonna go nowhere and all they're giving me is 40 hours. We make our money off of the overtime and the per diem, so that'll be where that extra money always comes from. So I definitely gonna be there. I'm definitely gonna make sure y'all get to see it, and y'all are getting to meet my homeboy. He from down here, Orlando. He helped me do a job up in Fargo, North Dakota. I introduced him into the traveling thing, and he's been all over the country, to Oregon and Cali, and he's been all over the country. He said he a little burnt out. He about to come home and take him a little break too. Y'all know we got, hey, Unity, you know about them breaks, but sometimes, man, we'll work ourselves so much. We'll be working freaking 60 hours a week and all that stuff like that for months and years, and then we be so into getting that money, then we're like, you know what? I need to take some time to myself. And I'm pretty sure that's what you doing right now. That's what my homie about to do right now. And I just took my time to myself. I've been home, with my with milk and magnesia, and my son lives with me. So, we been getting some things ironed out, with him just getting down here in Florida and getting a hold of, things that he wants to do down here in Florida. And, just been living as a big family and all that. But this, I haven't been far away from home in a minute since, I think, Kentucky? Because I don't really count Panama City and Georgia and Tampa and Jacksonville. I don't really count that as being too far from home. I was able to come home on weekends and stuff there. But I'm going, 14 hours away right now, so I won't be able to come home every weekend. I gotta fly, I gotta fly everybody out. I'm probably gonna fly my son out. We'll probably catch some Cincinnati Bengal games. Might run up there to Cleveland and catch a, see some Cleveland Brown games. They got Shedeur Sanders now. We might catch, Pittsburgh, I'm hoping my Bucks, all these football teams around, and I'm hoping my Bucks play one of them. That way I can catch a Bucks game. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully my Bucks playing one of them teams that's gonna be around. So it'll be a new experience for me. I've never been to Ohio before. So, anybody in Ohio, let me know. So
shut up. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucker.
Damn, Unity, boy, you be putting in them hours, man. You say you working 7/12s? Okay, you did tell me about that, Helima. John Brown house in Akron. You know John Brown? Oh, no, not John Brown. I was just about to say Jim Brown. I'm sorry. John Brown house in Akron. I'm definitely going to do that if it's, I should be in that area. I definitely should be in that area. Because Akron is not too far from Columbus, correct? Damn, boy, them 12-hour shifts, boy. I don't know how you do it. Salute to you, Unity. I don't know how you do them 7/12. I need one day. I be needing one day. I don't mind doing, matter of fact, I'm really when it comes to them 12s, I don't really be trying to do no more than 5 12s. I don't really be trying to do no more than 5 12. Give me 5 12s, maybe a 10 and a 8 maybe. But mostly I might try to do 4 12s, a 10 and an 8. And I need some time. I need some time. I gotta, cause I gotta come and tend to y'all for one. You know what I'm saying? Then you single too, so I know, you ain't gotta hear no shit from your girl or nothing like that. But if you got a girl, man, she ain't hearing that. She ain't hearing that. She be like, God damn. Especially being out of town, you know what I mean? So I know it's definitely. Shout out to Triple S for showing those reaction memberships. We appreciate you, Triple S. Salute to you. So we got her, I don't know if that's a him or her. Only received a membership. Say Less received a membership. Dove received a membership. TB received a membership. Tabia. Oh, what the hell Tabia? I ain't seen Tabia in a minute. Tabia, is you in the bushes somewhere? It's okay. If you watch the replay, shout out to you. Shout out to Dove. That seems like a new person. Shout out to Only. So, I guess the new people like to watch in the bushes. So we are growing, y'all. Within the last 30 days, we have grown 300 new subscribers. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. El Hombro Nigga, what's good? Yeah, we have grown 300 new subscribers, and I have to do some more uploads because that's how we've been growing subscribers. Unity, man, hey, I don't know if you be having something to watch while you're at work, or I don't know if you have to, really be attentive, but man, we've been going over some good videos when it been coming down to these police videos, and we've been going over Pop the Balloon.
I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate.
Hey, Unity say, yeah, I'm single. Nobody wants me. LOL. Nah, just don't have time. I'm focused. Hey, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Because I remember when I was single, man, it was hard for a woman to get to me. It was very hard for a woman to get to me because every woman I met, I worked too much for them. But they always wanted me to do something nice. Oh, well, hey, when will you take a day off to come spend time with me? I'm like, well, if I come spend time with you, all I'm about to do is just spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? Shit, why do that? I could just get down and, here, you want this 100? Let's get to the point. I'm tired. I'm backed up. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I don't like you. That don't mean I don't like you. But I ain't got a lot of time to be doing all that. And I'm not about to spend my free time trying to, do all that. We can still get to know each other, but a brother backed up. So I feel you, man. You got to stay focused because don't no woman want no broke nigga. Every woman want you to have your shit together. And, and then, when you in your bag, sometimes you ain't got a lot of patience, man. So I get it, bro. I get it. I felt like that too. I am like, man, don't nobody want me. I work too much. I goddamn, I like to smoke my weed. I like to play my video games sometimes in my free time. I like to do what I like to do. It ain't nobody changing that. That's how I used to look at it. So I'm pretty sure that's how you doing right now too. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do me. If anybody gonna come in here trying to change what I'm doing, fuck that. I'd rather stay single. Yeah, take this 100, girl, and goddamn, let me splash some cheeks, and you ain't gotta goddamn argue with me. You want to, I could drop the link, my guy. But let me get it started into the stories. And yeah, anybody that want to come up and throw any input into the stories, I'll drop the link, man. We just got to make sure we keep it going and keep it to the content. And we're not talking about anything over there in that other sector about none of those people. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll divert the whole show. So long as it's sticking to the content, anybody's welcome. Let me make sure I drop the link let me drop the link in the chat. So I've been running my mouth. I've been trying to get everybody, warmed up and everything. We got 25 people in the area. I don't know if it's my computer that need to be refreshed or not, but we only got 10 likes, and that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool, man. Why y'all ain't got them likes up? Y'all don't like me? Oh, my bad. We got 20 likes. So we got 5 people watching in the bushes that ain't showing the love, man. Don't act like that. Don't act like that. So let's get into the content. I just dropped the link and I pinned it at the top. Anybody is welcome to come up. But like I say, please stick to the subject. So our first, and we got some funny stories today, y'all. We got some funny and serious stories, y'all. So yeah, I had to reset it. Reset it. And matter of fact, before I continue on, shout out to them Bucks, man. Y'all make sure if you are gonna join the fantasy league, make sure you send in your money through Cash App or PayPal, or you can Zelle me, or just hit me up. Let me know if you need to pay in payments. That's fine. We're gonna have a $100 league again, and we're gonna have another $25 league. And if we have too many people for the $25 league, we'll make one more league, and we'll probably put it in the middle and make it $50. So we're gonna make sure we do the $25 league. We're gonna have the $100 league, and if we have extra people that wanna join in, we'll do a $50 league too. So whichever one is in your budget, send it to my Cash App or my PayPal. Please make sure you put on there is for fantasy football and put whatever your name is that you're going by, so I'll know who already paid. Now I will be dropping the link for the league probably this weekend, either this weekend or next weekend. Also, y'all, the NFL pool starts this week, because I think this week is the first week of preseason. So I will be promoting the NFL pool, just like you can play. Everybody is welcome. Yeah, we do the fantasy draft on this channel. If anybody can, somebody please drop my gaming channel, because that's what we'll be doing, going over the fantasy draft, and that's what we'll be keeping up with all the fantasy stuff. I got some friends in Brunswick that's going to enter our fantasy draft too. So this fantasy draft last year, it had I think it was 1,400 in it, and the one with the $25, it was I think about 500. And I believe Triple S went home with the didn't you win the Super Bowl last year in the $25 league? It was either you or Iceberg, I believe. I think you and Iceberg came in second. I think Triple S was our year 2 winner of the Super Bowl. I won the $100 one, and I promise y'all I played just like y'all. Y'all watch me draft my team just like y'all. I ain't do no weird stuff. I just happened to, me and my son came in first and second. And I know that might have rubbed a lot of people a little bit, but, trust me, it was just, it was just the luck of the draw. The year before that, I lost. I didn't even make it. Oh, okay, Iceberg won. I'm sorry, but it was close. But Triple S was whipping ass all last year, but I was scared of Triple S. I ain't gonna lie. Boy, I was scared of Triple S. But she had the damn New England Patriots. She had the what the year that was with Randy Moss was on there. She had a team like the New England Patriots. Boy, they were running through everybody, and she finally had to come down on the last week. So we had a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun this year. I'm gonna keep reminding y'all, so don't worry about it. I'm not gonna let y'all forget. And like I say, Cash at me. Let me know, hey, this is for my fantasy football team. Either the $25 league, the $50 league,
I counted my cheese.
Or the $100 league.
I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucking plate.
Shout out to Halima. Now let me say, I'm going to join this year. Hey, that's gonna be fun, Halima. That's gonna be fun, just like all the other ones. You said, by the way, your move. Hey, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I've been focused trying to beat Halima in chess, man. And I'm going to keep sending her motherfucking chess requests until I at least win one game. Halima is one tough opponent. I ain't going to lie, boy. I'm talking about every time I think I got her, she fucks me up. I be like, okay. You couldn't tell me this match that I've been playing Helena that I wasn't about to finally squirrel her. And then she pulled some shit, and now I'm in trouble again. Now I'm over here sweating. I got to study and shit. She been whooping my ass, bro. I promise, bro. I be like, all right. And every time I be like, a lot of times it be my fault. You know, I make a bad move, and she waits patiently for me to fuck up. She ain't doing nothing weird. She ain't doing no, finesse moves. She'll just sit there and wait patiently for me to fuck up. And I guess I'm nervous. I don't know what it be. And she'll catch me slipping every damn time. I'm doing good this game. I ain't totally out of it, but I can kind of see she got me fucked up. Yeah, she got me fucked up. She's circling the wagon. That's what she's doing. She thinks she's slick. She try to keep I like how you try to keep my confidence up, but you already know I'm dead and stinking. Helena, you trying to be nice. She trying to be nice. I'm dead and stinking on this game, but I'm coming back with a vengeance though. It's all good. She iron sharpens iron. I could beat you. Everybody else I done beat. Everybody else that done sent me invites from the chat and all that, I done whipped up on there. It's that damn Helena that, she came and put hands and feet on me every damn time. I ain't lying. But I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her. But anyway, man, we done been chatting a good bit. I'll run my mouth for a long time if I don't get started. And we got a lot of videos to go over. So let's get the first video out the way. Like I say, we did some videos where I was showing y'all some work that I was doing on the police. I mean, not the police, on the barracks at a military site. Now, I never told y'all exactly what military site I was on or what Army base. I done been on the Navy training diving base. I done been at the Navy base. Well, the one in Panama City was the Navy divers training facility. And I was just at the one in St. Mary's, which is the main Navy what is called? It's the main Navy on the East Coast. It's the biggest Navy base on the East Coast. They got all our nuclear submarines and all that stuff like that. So, and then when I left from that Navy base, I went to the biggest Army base on this side of the Mississippi, which is Fort Stewart. So, y'all know I've been there for weeks. I've been there, I probably was there for like a month, and then we came to a standstill, and they was like, well, we'll call you back when we get this stuff cleared. But for right now, you're welcome to go, apply and work with somebody else or whatever. And if you're still available when we get things going, you can come back here. Or if you do go somewhere else, we ain't tripping. So cool. They never hit me up and say that they're ready, because I'm pretty sure it's going to take them a while. But I wasn't in a hurry to go back anyway, because y'all remember they had the attic work. So if I found somebody that wasn't doing no attic work, I'd rather go to fucking Columbia and then sitting here and being in the attic. So luckily that must have been a sign from God, because today I would have been so mad. And this is why.
More on the breaking news right now. Fort Stewart Army Post in Georgia is in an active shooter situation. The base is on lockdown. And the scene, we're told, remains active. They do know that they are concentrating on one particular area on post, the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team area. We now have a reporter on this, Steve Harrigan in Atlanta. Steve.
Harris, the details are just beginning to come out about the trouble at Fort Stewart, which began just over 1 hour ago at 11:04 a.m. Law enforcement are on the scene, and
11:04 a.m. Y'all. Do y'all know I used to go to lunch at 11? What we used to go to lunch at? I used to go to lunch at, what was it, 11:30? No, 11. Y'all remember I used to go to lunch at 11 o'clock. Do y'all know how pissed off I would have been? trying to go to lunch, and then all of a sudden this motherfucking shooting going on, and now you got cops flying around everywhere. These folks won't let you off the base, and they won't let you on. So even if I would have got off a base, I wouldn't have been able to get back on. So I would have had to miss the rest of my money for the rest of the day because somebody else fucked shit.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Shout out to Carl Belton. I see you in the area, homeboy.
Man.
You pulled up just on time. We just started the stories. I was running my mouth for a minute. But I'm talking about this story because, Carl, you was in the chat when I was doing the job on Fort Stewart, and I was showing everybody the duct work and all that. And we went on, we had a pause on the job. And then this shit happens.
There is still an active shooter on Fort Stewart. That, of course, is a huge Army base, the largest in the East, about 15,000 personnel. What we know right now is there's at least one active shooter. We don't know if there's more than that. And we do know also that there are casualties. It's not clear whether they are dead or wounded or how many.
So that's how it started, y'all. And as the progress went along, more and more details came out. So here's one of the latest details. Matter of fact, I also looked at something different, but we'll start right here. So it turns out it wasn't no terrorist. It wasn't no illegal immigrant. It wasn't no all that bullshit that we claim that's such a big problem in America. It wasn't none of that. Do y'all know who this shooter was? The suspect was a black male, an Army sergeant. And they took this joker alive.
Bring in John Miller, our chief intelligence and law enforcement analyst. You found out, John, that this was a soldier just a short time ago. We're learning this is an Army sergeant who is suspected of being the shooter in this case. Tell us a little bit about what you're learning.
Well, we're learning he is a member of the military, member of the Army, a sergeant, and he comes from Jacksonville, Florida. He may be assigned to that base, but as Josh Campbell was pointing,
all the crazy motherfuckers coming out of Florida, of course. Damn.
Pointing out before, you know.
And he had to give black people an L like this. I just knew this had to be some crazy white man. And it turned out to be a brother.
No, there's a couple of ways to examine something like this when it's fluid. Is it an insider threat? Was it an outsider threat? If it was an outsider threat, how did they get on the base? How did they get through layers of security? How did they bring a weapon? Those things peel away.
And that's going to be the problem, y'all. Do y'all know how sweet it was to just come on that? Because I've been on several military bases lately. Some of these jokers are headaches, bro. When I was going on in Panama City, when I used to come on that bitch, them motherfuckers be all looking in my back seat. They looking all in me. They'll look at my paper, look at me. That look like you? I don't know. Like, a lot of them motherfuckers, they don't play. When I was going to Fort Stewart, you had to go through, I mean, not Fort Stewart. When I was going to St. Mary's, to the naval base there, them motherfuckers made me go through 2 security gates every day. When I used to stay in this area. I used to stay in Richmond Hill, which is like 15 minutes from where this military base at. Back in probably like 2010, somewhere around there. And I used to drive back and forth on this base to deliver pizzas. I had a little pizza delivery job, part-time job too. And I never had problems getting on there. Once you go out there, giving your license, they make sure you ain't got no crazy background or whatever. And back then, I was, not too far from out of prison. Well, I mean, I hadn't been out for about, 8 years, 7 years. But they wasn't tripping about letting me on. And even now, when I was doing my work up there, I never had a problem getting on. Man, you give them folks your ID, man, all they do, they try not to even look at it. They just be hitting that scan button, beep, go on about your business. None of them folks wasn't tripping, but now they gonna be tripping because not only somebody brought weapons on there, but one of their own brought weapons on there and tried to cause harm to their own. How do you combat one of your own doing that? You can't blame it on, hey, we ain't doing a good enough job of security on the civilians and all that stuff. You can't blame it on the civilians. This is y'all own. Who they gonna blame it on? You can't blame it on the Mexicans. You can't blame it on terrorism. You can't blame it on nothing but your training, how y'all treated the people. Because here's a sergeant, that means he's over people. And y'all done pissed somebody out to the point they want to fuck up everybody.
Away now. We're looking at someone who was likely assigned to that base, as Juliet points out, likely knew the people who are the victims in this case. That's not certain, but it's just as likely that he had intended targets because of the limited number of victims here and the fact that apparently he was somebody who was authorized to be on that base.
I wonder who the fuck pissed this man off, though, on some real shit. What did they do to piss this man off where this man like, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to work on the military. Because he knew everybody on the military base got trained.
I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucker. I counted my cheese. I counted my cheese before I got the motherfucker.
Salute to the big dog tradesman, Carl Belton. Salute to you, my guy. And I'm glad you was able to catch the live. And I appreciate all of y'all, man. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all helping keeping the lights on, the ears to the streets. And I'm glad y'all, you know, definitely letting me know what I'm doing. Y'all enjoying it. I appreciate that, y'all. I needed that confidence boost. And we about to rock the fuck out.
Question still to be resolved. What was the issue behind this? What is the motive? This is an individual who is known to law enforcement from a couple of recent encounters.
Damn, so they already knew dude. How he's known to law enforcement for a couple encounters, but he's coming on base every damn day. Do that make any sense?
That could be a factor. It may be unrelated. Right now, the FBI is sending a team from the Savannah Resident Agency to meet with Army CID, Criminal Investigative Division, to work on a joint investigation to peel back what do they have in terms of witnesses, what do they have in terms of who knows what the motive may have been, and what, if anything, the suspect is saying since he is in custody.
And speaking to that, Chief Ramsey.
So we got the gist of what actually happened. I'm not going to go through this whole breakdown of it because it is a little long, but we do see the gist of it. And if you want to see where it's at in Georgia, it's right off, you know, not too far from Savannah, in between Savannah and Brunswick, because Brunswick about right around here. So it's like the in-between. I'm familiar with this area. I used to live like literally right in between here in Fort Stewart. I used to drive to Fort Stewart every day to work. So I'm familiar with this town. I've probably been to this town more than a lot of places. Like, this is a town that I'm very super familiar with. So you got, you know, the Georgia representative, he's speaking out about it. I seen Trump speaking out about it. You know, it's an unfortunate situation. Now, before I move to the next story, let me go back in my history because I just seen some updated stories about this where they give us a little detail about the guy. So let me pull up the details about that shooting a little bit, where they show who this guy is. Hold up 1 second. Hold on, let me take this down. Y'all don't need to have to see all this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go to get a photo of what the guy looks like that caused all this hubbub.
Are you like?
So here we go right here. All right, let me see how long this is. We ain't gonna get in. We ain't gonna watch all that. We'll look at this one here. Okay, so let's see who this suspect is, man. I'm disappointed in this, man. I'm disappointed. Yeah, he done messed it up for everybody. I'm glad I'm not on this job site no more. Because imagine all the bullshit, the people that's coming on, especially the civilians, because they're going to punish the civilians more about this shit than they're going to do, you know, the regular people. They're going to punish the civilians. They ain't going to punish, they ain't just going to punish their own soldiers. They're going to act like we did something. So I'm glad I'm not on this shit no more. But here it is. Let's see what this guy looked like and who he is.
The old soldier was taken into custody after 5 other soldiers were shot Wednesday at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Army officials say the victims are in stable condition and expected to recover. CBS's David Melkoff reports from Atlanta.
Law enforcement responded to reports of a shooting in Fort Stewart's 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team area just before 11 on Wednesday morning. The suspect is a male U.S. Army sergeant.
We have identified the alleged shooter as Sergeant Cornelius Radford, an automated logistics sergeant assigned to 2nd Brigade Combat Team.
Moments later, the fort was locked down. An Army official tells CBS.
Yeah, I saw a video where somebody was showing him as a child and all that stuff, saying he was a bad child. But if it was that serious, why the hell did he have the credentials to be on there? You know, everybody could change. I was a badass child. I was a menace.
Yes, News, the suspect was apprehended by the Army Criminal Investigative Division.
Sergeant Radford has not previously deployed to combat. Sergeant Radford has been interviewed by the Army Criminal Investigation Division and is currently in pretrial confinement, awaiting a charging decision.
In the aftermath, officials...
Boy, he in some shit, boy. Because he got to deal with the military police. He ain't just having to deal with the regular old police. They going to make an example out of it. They going to send this nigga to Guantanamo Bay. I ain't lying.
Posted on social media that there is no active threat to the community. The wounded soldiers were treated on site and taken to an Army hospital. Some were also taken to Memorial Health University Medical Center in Savannah. That's according to a spokesperson for the facility. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt wrote on social media that President Trump was briefed on the shooting and the White House is monitoring the situation. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth were also briefed. Fort Stewart is the largest Army post east of the Mississippi River. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Atlanta.
Yeah, they gonna hit him with treason, man. You know, Trump gonna put his 2 cents in. Trump gonna like, fuck that. Nah, he made us look bad. He made us look bad. Here, let's look at this one right here. Let's see what they expecting.
Listen,
let's look at this one last little quick clip.
The Army says 5 soldiers were injured when a gunman opened fire at Fort Stewart in Georgia today. Officials say the alleged shooter was an active duty sergeant who used a personal weapon, not a military firearm. Those wounded soldiers are now in stable condition. Anna Schechter joins us now. She's the senior coordinating
Well, he might have saved himself a charge by using his own personal weapon.
Producer for CBS News' Crime and Public Safety Unit and has been following the story. Story all day, and we've been talking about the investigation into an attack like this. Where does it all begin for these investigators?
Well, investigators have a big leg up because they can interview the suspect immediately. So this is self-contained. It's on the base.
I apologize. That's my first mute, and I'm gonna try to make it my last one.
That initial interview has likely already happened. Because he lived on the base, they can go right to his living quarters, pull his laptop, other cell phone devices. Because he's there, they can get help getting into them. So there's less of a delay. So I think this is going to move pretty quickly. They're going to look for any accomplices, of course. Now, in this particular case, this was at his place of work. The people that he shot were his coworkers. So this becomes, as we were talking earlier.
Hey, your co-workers, who do you want to shoot more? Your co-workers then? That's why I say, man, y'all go to work and y'all be going to work with these attitudes and all that shit, taking shit out on people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. How many stories have we went over where somebody done got shot at work or, you know, something stemmed from at work? Y'all better be careful how you treat people at work, man. Stop bullying people. Stop talking trash to people. Stop being mean to people, because you never know what people are capable of.
Earlier, like a workplace shooting. And so they're going to even interview the victims. They're going to interview anybody else that he worked with. But the military judicial process, likely a court-martialing, is going to happen. That process can actually happen faster than, you know, a regular, like a district attorney who's bringing charges. It's probably going to be charges related to attempted murder, I'm guessing, based on the scenario that we've learned about so far in the last few hours. So that's where this investigative process is right now.
Hey, Unity, I wish we had that goddamn camera footage when them people fighting at the job, because that's the type of shit we've been looking at lately. people fighting at the job and all that shit, and the body cam footage of when the police. Matter of fact, we got one that's about to come up in a minute. But I hope that body cam footage end up coming up so we can see what happened with the people getting escorted off. That'd be funny.
We're on day one, but this can carry on for the next couple of days.
Yeah, it is an interesting dynamic, though, as you point out. It's a workplace shooting that happens to be at a military base. Given that, though, does the response look a little bit different when it happens at a place like this instead of perhaps private property?
Well, it absolutely does. Anytime you have a shooting like this on a military base, I mean, automatically the governor, you have the Department of Defense heads, all the top brass, and up to Pete Hegseth and President Trump, they're all briefed on this. So this is immediately a very big deal. The fact that he was able to have his own personal handgun and was bringing that to work, that is not allowed. So the fact that he was doing that, also he had a DUI that the base leadership, they apparently didn't know about. So all of that.
He had a DUI that they didn't know about. If I get a DUI, as soon as I try to come on base, I don't know how they be knowing. I had when I was on that St. Mary's base, there was a guy that caught a DUI. No, he caught some kind of ticket. No, the little white boy. Y'all remember the little white boy that was talking shit with me? He messed around and caught a trespassing charge. Not on camp. I mean, not on the base or nothing like that, but in the free world. In about 2 weeks, they already had it in their system. They wasn't letting them come on base no more. So I don't know how he was able to have a DUI and still be able to, maneuver around. I guess it's different for the actual soldiers.
That is coming into play. He was. Is definitely breaking rules before he opened fire.
My fault. I might have was on mute again. You should send me that video. EARZToTheStreets@gmail.com. We'll do a reaction to that. If you got them on video fighting over a parking spot, that's probably funny as fuck.
Still, though, this could have been so much worse. The fact that these five soldiers.
It's a miracle.
Yes.
And I think it's thanks to the soldiers that intervened, that tackled him. We learned that at the press conference today. Also, you had highly trained people who know how to put a tourniquet on, who know how to pack a wound. That probably helped with this survival rate. All 5 victims are expected to survive.
Yeah, especially when time is of the essence. Anna Schechter, thank you very much.
So that's what's going on Fort Stewart. As we get new details and everything, I will be, covering that, and if anything new comes out, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go deep into this guy's history. They are already pulling him up when he was a child and all kind of stuff. He is a black man, unfortunately. Did I show the photo of him? I think most people seen it already. We ain't gonna, we'll just keep it pushing. Matter of fact, let me make sure I show y'all a photo of who this guy is, just in case. Just in case, let's make sure we see a little photo of who he is.
Shot Wednesday at Fort Stewart in Georgia. Army officials say the victims are in stable condition and expected to recover. CBS's David Melkoff reports from Atlanta.
Law enforcement responded to reports of a shooting in Fort Stewart's 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team area just before 11 on Wednesday morning. The suspect is a male U.S. Army sergeant.
We have identified the alleged shooter as Sergeant Cornelius Radford.
Damn, man. Black folks just took an L on the damn military base. Damn. What's good, Lord King? Damn, one of our people, y'all. This nigga should have been a foreigner or something. Damn.
Automated logistics sergeant assigned to 2nd Brigade Combat Team.
Moments later, the fort was locked down. An Army official tells CBS News the suspect was apprehended by the Army Criminal Investigative Division.
Sergeant Radford has not previously deployed to combat. Sergeant Radford has been interviewed by the Army Criminal Investigation Division and is currently in pretrial confinement, awaiting a charging decision.
In the aftermath, officials posted on social media that there is no active threat to the community. The wounded soldiers were treated on site and taken to an Army hospital.
So that's all with that, man. We ain't gonna keep beating on that dead horse. So yeah, man, I'm so fortunate that I wasn't on that site, because I would have lost money. They would have made me go home, or no, they didn't make people go home because it was locked down where nobody couldn't come on or go off. And I'm pretty sure for the rest of the days that the people are going to be on that job, it's going to be a very strict security.
We're going to move forward.
They're going to treat all the people that ain't had nothing to do with it like they had something to do with it. And it's going to be unfortunate. It's probably going to be really aggravating. But anyway, man, let's get on to our next story, man. So this next story is also about a shooting. But this is a unique situation. Well, not too much, but it is a little bit. Now, this next story is about 2 NFL players who were shot mistakenly. And y'all like, EARZ, how do somebody get shot mistakenly? There's a lot of ways you can mistakenly get shot. So let's see what this story is all about and how these 2 NFL players got shot.
A $250,000 cocaine deal involving fake money appears to have been at the center of a shooting last year that injured a Denver Bronco and 2 others. That's according to court documents obtained exclusively by 9 News Investigates. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Alexandra Lewis. On top of that, wide receiver Josh Reynolds, who now plays for the Jets, and 2 others with him appear to have been victims of mistaken identity. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates joins us now. Kevin, this is quite a tale and a wide-ranging investigation. What have you learned?
And this happened last year, but I don't think we heard about this last year. It's like the NFL kind of swept this under the rug.
Well, Alex and Kim, you'll remember that police made 2 arrests within days of this shooting last October, and another a couple of months after that. But this investigation has had many tentacles, and 6 more people are facing charges after arrests in January, March, and June. One of those suspects remains at large. The night began at a Glendale strip club.
It always started at a strip club, y'all. Hey, but at least this one ain't in Florida, y'all.
And ended along Interstate 25, a Ford Bronco riddled with gunshots. At the wheel, catch by Josh Reynolds, touchdown Denver! And a receiver for Denver's favorite team. Reynolds and 2 companions all suffered injuries. Denver police investigators worked the scene, worked to understand what happened and why. Now, documents obtained by 9 News Investigates shed light on what investigators and prosecutors believe went down. The trouble started when someone, not with Reynolds, purchased $250,000 worth of cocaine and paid for it with fake money.
What? Wow. Now, this is called you just got finessed. $250,000 worth of cocaine? How many bricks that is? A brick of cocaine, probably like, I don't know what the price is going for these days. They used to be about, you know, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 a piece. So we talking about maybe 10 bricks. How do you sell a nigga 10 bricks of cocaine and don't count the money or don't look at the money? I'm not about to sell a nigga a whole bunch of goddamn bricks and a nigga bring the money and I'm looking at this money and I can't tell that the money fake. I wouldn't even, boy, you gotta be a bold nigga to try to give a nigga that much money, that much prop money. You gotta be one bold nigga. Cause if they would have realized that was fake on the scene, you dead. Whoever you dealing with, ain't nobody trying to take no loss like that. Boy, that is a big old loss. What's good, Tonya? Tonya, don't forget to look out for the fantasy league coming up.
One of the people arrested told police that the man who sold the cocaine enlisted others to find the buyers and F them up. Men in 4 vehicles followed Reynolds and his companions from the club onto I-25, and at least 1 person opened fire. Investigators don't believe Reynolds or his companions had anything to do with the drug deal or the fake money.
Damn. So you ain't got nothing to do with what the fuck going on, and them niggas was so thirsty because they had to be mad as a motherfucker. The boss man, like, nigga, y'all niggas done lost my money. Either y'all go find the person and get my money back, or that's y'all ass. So they had to go do something to somebody to not, you know, probably suffer the consequences they self.
One suspect pleaded guilty last week in a deal with prosecutors. He faces 8 to 12 years in prison. The other 8 suspects all face charges of attempted murder. As for that fake money, documents show that $37,000 in movie prop currency was discovered in a hotel room where this drug deal went down.
What? Man, you done let a nigga finesse you with some movie prop money for $250,000 worth of dope. Boy, whoever that nigga was, that was that middleman that was too stupid to look at the money. But I know he got fucked up. But now you done got the whole organization fucked up. You done got the whole plot fucked up. Because now you done open up an investigation on the whole situation. Them niggas can't even fuck up the dude that fucked up now. Because now, hey, the police all over that.
Live in the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
So unusual. And of course, once you have an athlete's name attached to anything, that's how it blows up.
Yeah, and Kim, this money apparently looks very real, but does have fine print on it that says, you know, only for use in the film industry on it.
You gotta be a big ass dummy to let a nigga give you some money that says right there on it, only used for movie props. And your dumb ass did not see that, and you gotta report back to your boss with all this fake money. Them niggas left that shit in the room. And so as soon as the dude left with the bricks, them niggas like, yeah, man, yeah, my nigga, we done did it. Started counting the money like, hold up, bro. It's prop money. And I know the nigga, once he got out of that room and got in his car, that nigga like, boy, we actually pulled that shit off. Them niggas stupid as fuck. And them niggas probably way across the country with that dope. Them niggas about to make damn near $1 million off that dope, and they ain't had to pay nan dime. That was the lick of the century. And the police now watching the people who got finesse. So they can't even retaliate because now they got the feds watching them. Oh man, I'm so glad I ain't in the drug game no more. Jeez Louise. But it's one thing to be in the drug game, y'all, and get finesse. But what if you are a DoorDash driver and everything goes wrong as a DoorDash driver? Do y'all want to know what can happen to you as a DoorDash driver? Nowadays, DoorDash drivers are in a sticky situation, and I'm about to show you why.
She did this over a 10-piece chicken wing. She passed fryers.
What? Hold up.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
What did she do over a 10-piece chicken wing? Hold up. I know she wasn't like Big Girl that we seen yesterday.
She did this over a 10-piece chicken wing. She passed fryers to come here.
Now at 6, Milwaukee police investigating a frightening encounter for this DoorDash delivery driver.
Court documents say a customer allegedly followed Faith Morris home because of an undelivered food order.
Our Lighthouse reporter Ben Jordan spoke with Faith today about her push for policy changes at DoorDash.
She picked up one of those bricks off of the neighbor's lawn and she threw it onto here.
A smashed windshield.
This looks like she was beating my car with the four-way.
A hammered hood.
Knocked my rearview mirror off, bust this window.
Damn. She fucked your shit up. Over 10-piece chicken wing? This had to be a fat bitch. Don't play with big girl's food, boy. I ain't lying.
And the whole window out here.
And passenger side windows now in pieces on the ground.
This ain't no junkyard car. This is 2024.
Faith Morris's livelihood as a DoorDash delivery driver.
I can no longer work right now. I can't make deliveries.
Now out of commission with $6,000 worth of damage. All over $18 worth of fast food.
I was outside for 10 minutes. This is the hood. I'm not about to sit outside with my kids in front of somebody's house I don't know for over 10 minutes.
This search warrants.
First of all, ma'am, you ain't supposed to be door dashing with your babies in the car. You violating policy. So if you don't want to be in the hood, you don't need to be door dashing. Most of the people that's ordering from DoorDash are in the hood. But I feel bad for the lady, man. This could happen to anybody, because watch how they found out where she lives. Damn, look at her car, y'all. And she here with her baby, man. That's sad.
Work right now. I can't make deliveries.
Now out of commission with $6,000 worth of damage. All over $18 worth of fast food.
I was outside for 10 minutes. This is the hood. I'm not about to sit outside with my kids in front of somebody's house I don't know for over 10 minutes.
This search warrant says Faith was unable to complete the delivery due to losing internet connection with the DoorDash app and returned home.
And that happens, y'all. That's why I stopped DoorDashing. Because there was a time where I would DoorDash to make a little extra money every now and then or something like that in between work or whatever. And the first time I ever started doing like, you know, those type of deliveries, I started with DoorDash. Until one day I went to somebody's house, and as soon as I was outside their apartments, the DoorDash app crashed and I couldn't log in, so I couldn't find where the person lived at. I couldn't contact the person because it said call the person when you got there. I'm just saying from my experience, they were sending me to the hood. Because in this particular day when the shit went out on me, I was in the hood. I was in the projects. I'm standing out there, niggas standing outside looking at me, wondering why the fuck I'm standing outside with some damn Chick-fil-A. And the app went out. It went out. I sat there for about 15 minutes. And I was like, all right, man, I'm losing money. Yeah, Uber Eats way better. That's what I started doing, and I started doing good. But I was sitting out there 15, 20 minutes. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm done today. And I went home. The app didn't come back on for another 30 minutes. And, you know, I did get some free Chick-fil-A. Let's just say that. I mean, but, you know, I wasn't able to make no money. But I did get me a free meal because I ate that shit. But, you know, something be wrong with DoorDash, man.
Faith says that's when the customer bombarded her with calls.
She says, you just told me to have a blessed night. You said you was at home. I got your location.
So she told old girl, when old girl hit up, like, where my food at? And she was like, man, have a blessed night. Oh, hell nah, bitch. Don't tell me to have no blessed night. Bet, I got your location.
The DoorDash app and returned home. Faith says that's when the customer bombarded her with calls.
She says, you just told me to have a blessed night. You said you was at home. I got your location.
Minutes later, a knock on her door caught on camera before Faith says she saw the woman proceed to bash her car.
Hold on, ma'am. So you had a car and your lazy ass couldn't go get your own wings? You could have got your money back, ma'am. You ain't got to be going to people's house. This is black people for you, man.
She believes the customer was able to track her home using the app's GPS since the order was never delivered.
I actually need a lawyer so that by the end of this, I can own DoorDash and change the policy. Because first of all, yes, DoorDash policies need to change.
DoorDash sent TMJ4 a statement that says, this customer's actions are completely uncalled for, unacceptable, and disturbing. We have permanently banned them from our platform and are in touch with the Dasher directly to offer our support.
Y'all need to call Uber Eats and ban that bitch from there too. Y'all need to call Domino's. Y'all need to call everybody in the city that deliver and ban that house. And the woman is stupid because they got your information on DoorDash. So you going to jail, dumbass, over some $18 wings. Now your ass about to spend about $10,000 fixing this lady's shit. And this lady is about to sue DoorDash. It's about to be a blessing in disguise, baby girl. You just gotta wait. You're gonna have to struggle for a little while, but don't worry about it. They're gonna straighten you.
The Milwaukee Police Department says the investigation is ongoing. We are seeking.
Damn, I'm sorry, y'all. Was I on mute again? Oh, damn. But DoorDash about to have to straighten her. You know, she gonna have to suffer for a little while, but you know, DoorDash gonna have to get her straight. It might be a blessing in disguise. It might be a blessing in disguise. I apologize, y'all. I be trying to mute myself while the video playing because it messes it up.
Seeking a known suspect at this time.
What do you hope happens to the person who did this to you?
I hope that they don't take this lightly at all. What she did, this is not warranted a 10-piece chicken wing.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.
Trying.
Yeah, man, that ain't warranted from no 10-piece chicken wing, man. Black people, why are black people so freaking ignorant, man? This shit, man, it's so sad. It is so sad how black people are that damn ignorant. But anyway, Our next story, y'all, it's a little weird story. We got anybody here from L.A.? Anybody here from L.A.? Now, you got to worry about a lot of things when you out in Los Angeles. But there's one thing that you shouldn't be worried about in Los Angeles, and that's snakes. And if you do see a snake, it might be out in the countryside or whatever, but this is a unique situation that probably have a lot of y'all that stays in condos and stuff like that a little nervous about going to take out your trash. Check this out.
A terrifying encounter in downtown LA. A woman comes face to face with a slithering python on the loose in the parking structure of her apartment complex.
At first, she didn't think it was real, but then the snake started moving, and that sent her running. Mary Beth McDade live in downtown LA with the latest on a snake scare. It's a story you'll see only on 5. Mary Beth.
Yes, that is right. It was a bit of a scary situation out here for some residents for a while, but fortunately, some people came up with a good solution to the python problem.
Yeah, I was so scared.
Look at that big motherfucker. That ain't no garden snake. Look at this big motherfucker. That bitch in layers up there. Imagine coming out to go throw out your trash and this big motherfucker sitting on top of your trash on your dumpster. Oh, hell nah.
Run, bitch! Run! Imagine coming home to this, a 20-foot python in the parking garage of your downtown LA high-rise.
You know, I was just driving in and I saw something that looked like a snake, and at first I thought it was maybe like a stuffed animal, but I'm like, who would leave such a huge stuffed animal? And then as I got closer, it looked too realistic, so I thought,
look at the puppy, mom, and look at that puppy.
It was maybe taxidermy, and then it moved.
That's when she realized this was a real reptile hanging out on her dumpster.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, am I in Florida? What's going on here?
Fearing for all the
What? Oh, hell nah, bitch. I know you ain't throwing shots at Florida now. Everybody want to throw their little slide shots at Florida. But you're right. Shit like that is normal in Florida. You'll run into a python, a Bono python, because people have these type of snakes as pets. And they might get too big or whatever the situation might be. And then people will dump them out in the wild somewhere and just, you know, let somebody else deal with it. So people run across snakes like this all the time, and gators. Of course, y'all know about that. We done had our videos where gators been knocking on your door. Gators will knock on your door in Florida. I ain't lying.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, am I in Florida? What's going on here?
Fearing for all the dogs and little kids in her building, she tried to find someone to come and remove it.
The first thing I called was animal control, but they didn't pick up. So then I called the police. And they were just like, I'm sorry, we can't help you. These are not, you know, the usual things we provide support with.
So she called animal control. Them motherfuckers like, man, fuck that shit. We got the shit. We got the Bloods and the Crips out there. You ain't about to call us out there. All the animals out there. We good. She called the police. Police like, man, we worrying about the immigrants, Bloods and the Crips and all that. You ain't seen no damn snake out here in no damn Cali, girl. You high.
I'm sorry, we can't help you. These are not.
She tried to find someone to come and remove it.
The first thing I called was animal control, but they didn't pick up. So then I called the police, and they were just like, I'm sorry, we can't help you. These are not, you know, the usual things we provide support with.
Another woman also took the snake situation very seriously.
It was sick, yeah. Its mouth was swollen, couldn't open its mouth.
She managed to find a reptile rescue team to come and get the sick animal, which was apparently dumped inside this container into the dumpster.
We called a couple of other people. They kind of mentioned that they were possibly going to put it down. So I was looking for someone who was passionate about animals so that they could, you know, take it, hopefully, you know, rescue it.
Yeah, cause if I would have saw that motherfucker, I was gonna put it down. All y'all would have heard was bow. Problem solved. I had to cut that bitch head off.
Nurse it back to health, so he seemed super excited about that. So I gave him a call and he came out really quickly.
Get her on some good heat. Because she's a sweet snake. She's probably, I don't know if she's not trying to bite me because she knows she can't, but so far I can tell she's got a gentle soul.
Yeah, until she squeezed the shit out your ass.
And as far as who dumped the snake and why, well, that remains a mystery. For now, in downtown LA, Mary Beth McDade, we'll send it back to you guys.
So definitely be careful, y'all. Definitely be careful when you know, even in LA when you think you're away. Now, we got one more news story, and then we're going to get into body cam footage. We got two more news stories. I'm sorry. And then we're going to get into body cam footage. Now, this next news story, y'all brace yourself because it might piss you off. It's going to piss you off because it pissed me off. But ears to the streets, we got to tell y'all what's really going on out here. This is the urban news. And we always covering things that may not be on mainstream media, or it might have got reported and then you didn't see it. It might not be in your region. But I take my time to go look for stories that are a little unique. Now, this one here is not unique, but at the same time, it's not an everyday thing. And we always want to protect our kids. And at a certain point of time, your kid gets to an age where you think that it's okay to let them go to the park by themselves, let them go somewhere by themselves, because they at that age. And even after we hear this story, I don't want nobody not to be able to still, trust that process. But you need to keep something in mind. It's not just your little girls that are in danger. And this is how a lot of young boys end up becoming a danger to society because they were victimized. This next story is going to kind of, piss everybody off, but we got to cover it.
No, they made it.
Hold on, let's get through our commercial. All right, here we go.
Following other news today, a 35-year-old man is charged with raping a 14-year-old boy at a park on the north side.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells spoke with police and explains what led to the suspect's arrest.
Police credit technology like these surveillance cameras, as well as assistance from the victim and an alert, quick-thinking North District officer for working together to help track down and arrest the suspect for the horrific crime. Walking to his summer job here at the MLK Center, a 14-year-old boy claims he went into the bathroom here at Tarkington Park and was raped by a complete stranger in late June. Brandon Merriweather is now charged with rape, sexual misconduct with a minor, and child solicitation for that alleged assault.
If there's anybody that should be eligible for the death penalty, and I'm not really an advocate of the death penalty, but people like this, they should be castrated. He should have to live the rest of his life like that. This young boy, young teenager, 14 years old, he ain't in the streets trying to hang with the gangsters and all that shit where all this type of stuff happens. He ain't hanging out late night or whatever. He on his way at 14 years old just to go work at a teen center. And you got a guy, this piece of shit right here, that took this young boy's manhood. Because I don't know how y'all don't understand. You can't bounce back from that. Even if you was a helpless child. That's something that's going to haunt you as a male for the rest of your life. I'm going to rewind that back so y'all can hear them details one more time.
Like these surveillance cameras, as well as assistance from the victim and an alert, quick-thinking North District officer for working together to help track down and arrest the suspect for the horrific crime. Walking to his summer job here at the MLK Center, a 14-year-old boy claims he went into the bathroom here at Tarkington Park and was raped by a complete stranger in late June. Brandon Merriweather is now charged with rape, sexual misconduct with a minor, and child solicitation for that alleged assault.
This 14-year-old experienced something unimaginable that nobody wants to experience. We're going to have lifelong implications resulting from this. But I'm proud of our officers and the work that they were able to do to help bring this suspect into custody.
IMPD says the suspect was captured on surveillance cameras going into the bathroom with the young victim. A picture of the accused rapist was then relayed to the entire police department, and a few days later, while on patrol in the area, an officer spotted someone who matched that description and stopped Merriweather for jaywalking. After confirming Merriweather's identity and showing his picture to the young victim, police say the boy picked his alleged attacker out of a photo lineup.
And usually I'll talk shit about officers that pull somebody over for some bullshit. But this time, good job, officers. And this one of those niggas I wished y'all would have said, oh, he resisting. Pow, 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 pow. But at the same time, every person needs to get their day in court. And thank God for those cameras, because if it would just, say it would have been like in the 70s or the 80s or even the 90s, where they didn't have that type of technology, and it would have maybe been that boy's word against his word. And maybe a person like this would have not got caught. That surveillance a lot of times is a double-edged sword. But this is one of the times. And if he gets anything less than the death penalty, we ain't getting no justice or castration.
In this case, we had a victim who had experienced something terrible, but was able to cooperate with police, help get descriptions, help identify the person who's allegedly responsible for this.
Just 1 month before the alleged rape, Merriweather went to court and pleaded guilty to charges that he failed to warn his wife he had a dangerous disease and is HIV positive.
Say what? What? You telling me a dude that shouldn't have even been on the streets, you intentionally give somebody a disease like that, you should be locked away. But they looked at that as that was just a minor offense. Threw him right back out there to the streets. And now he does this to some young boy.
Responsible for this.
Just 1 month before the alleged rape, Merriweather went to court and pleaded guilty to charges that he failed to warn his wife he had a dangerous disease and is HIV positive. But a judge suspended his entire sentence, and Merriweather was placed on probation, which he's accused of violating a few weeks later. He's now being held without bond.
The justice system failed that young man. You let a motherfucker out that just pulled some shit like that, suspended the sentence. Now, they couldn't have held him forever. So this is something he was going to do regardless. You know how many times we all as parents done let our 14-year-old, because at that age, they old enough to go off some places on their own, especially if it's, somewhere like the boys club record. I know I was out on my own way before that. Just, going to the park, going to the rec, going to school, going to wherever it is. I didn't have to, you don't have to have a parent holding your hand at that age. But do you? Where was the warning here? I don't even think there's nothing nobody could have did. Nobody else wasn't in the wrong except for the system. But it might have not have been him, but it probably would have been somebody else. But that was just in his sick mind. I don't know if there was other signs that could have prevented this. Because, yeah, he lied to a woman and, or didn't inform a woman. But I'm not saying you should lock up any man that didn't have his status corrected or whatever, because we don't know if he did that intentionally or unintentionally. That's between the case. The judge suspended the sentence and all that stuff like that. So, obviously, maybe the details wasn't lined up in that case. So I can't say that he should have been locked up. I got to be real here. But how would this situation have been prevented outside of this motherfucker not being born? Because if he's not a previous sex offender, it's not like he was somewhere and somebody allowed him to be in a place like that. It's unfortunate to say, I don't know if it could have been prevented from the details that I'm hearing. It might have not have happened right then if the judge would have given him some time, but if he was planning on doing some shit like this, he gonna do it regardless. Whether it's now or 2 months from now and it's a different child.
Merriweather is also facing a separate case of resisting law enforcement and drug possession after police claim he tried to run away from officers who went to arrest him last week. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
So he got a little resisting, and he got this situation now. They're going to have to find a way to lock this man up where he never touched the streets again. Not even as an old, wrinkly old man. And I hope they report the story, because since them niggas be so tough in the chain gang, when that nigga come through there, it should be all broomsticks. I ain't lying. All broomsticks. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
What have you?
That's sick. Now, of course, we got other stories, so we got to move on. But I'm pretty sure that wasn't a story that most of y'all have came by. And I definitely want to give my opinion of that story. And as that came up on my timeline, another one sparked my attention a little bit. Now, knowing what that guy did, right? Now, let's take you to what type of activity can happen to young men in the prison system. Now, particularly this guy here is in Louisiana. Angola prison is one of the biggest prisons in Louisiana. Definitely one of the most dangerous prisons in the country. Used to hear about it in all the rap songs and all that stuff like that from Louisiana people. You know how violent motherfuckers can be from New Orleans. And a lot of the killers and all that are right there in Angola prison in Louisiana. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm clear about that. Now, that being said, we have a guy right here that went to jail for 9 years. He got sentenced to 9 years for burglary. For burglary. No sex charges, no weird shit, none of that. He went to prison for burglary. For 9 years was his sentence. His sentence ended up getting turned into the rest of his life. And right now, he's in front of the Louisiana Parole Board. And they're considering letting him out. And you ask, and this man is 80 plus years old. And you ask yourself, okay, 9 years. Are he at the end of his 9 years? No. This man came in 1977.
What?
Yeah. Way back in 1977, he got sentenced to 9 years. Now you ask yourself, well, how the fuck is he still in there? And he's in front of the parole board again, and I'm like, how the hell do you turn 9 years into your old ass in here, 80 plus years old, sitting in a wheelchair? Y'all ask yourself that question, I know. Let's find out.
Waiting to get out, they put a 17-year-old in the cell with you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you and some other inmates beat and raped that 17-year-old for 8 days. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Trying to turn somebody out, they call it. No, that's wrong.
What?
I know that's wrong. But they got a lot of guys don't think it's wrong. But I know it's wrong now.
And you heard correct.
So that's what we're about to listen to, y'all. A parole board hearing of them considering this man had 9 years. But they had a 17-year-old boy hemmed up in a room for 8 days. We ain't even got to get into what the fuck the officers ain't see all this or why they didn't see the signs or whatever. 8 days. Just violating him. Talking about turning him out.
That we read about, that we hear about, but now we are about to watch one of those men plead for his freedom. Let's jump in.
My name is Howard Lee.
Salute, Beast Mode.
Higginbottom, 88116.
All right, Mr. Higginbotham, let me just read some information into the record. You're classified as a 4th felony offender. You're seeking a commutation. You're seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced in December 1977 for 3 counts of aggravated rape. You received a life sentence. You have.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been given misinformation. I just heard something different. So he was given a life sentence in 1977. But let it play because I think he did start with 9 years.
A prior sentencing date, which was in September of 1977 for 2 counts of simple burglary, and you.
Okay, so I was right. So the prior sentence, so he ended up taking a 9-year sentence and ended up getting a life sentence. So let it play and shut up and let it play out and then react because y'all know I'll look at a little bit of it, but I don't know the full of it because I want to react along with y'all. But this one, I watched half of it and I didn't want to watch the whole thing without y'all.
My name is Howard Lee Higginbottom, 88116.
All right, Mr. Higginbotham, let me just read some information into the record. You're classified as a 4th felony offender. You're seeking a commutation. You're seeking a commutation of your sentence. You were sentenced in December 1977 for 3 counts of aggravated rape. You received a life sentence. You have a prior sentencing date, which was in September of 1977 for 2 counts of simple burglary, and you received 9 years on those convictions. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just going to turn it over to Mr. Prater because your case has been assigned to him this afternoon.
Yes, sir. How are you today, Mr. Higginbotham?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay. Tell me what.
You don't look that damn good. The hell you talking about? Talking about he feeling pretty good. Shitting me. Y'all, I'm going to put my big ears picture up here.
What you did to get yourself there and to what have you done since to make us believe that you are needing to be out, that it'd be safe to let you out?
Well, I worked at the processing place 10 years.
What the fuck that's supposed to mean?
I worked there 10 years, and I worked the fence around the fence after that. That's where the last time I took my heart, started bothering. And that's the last place I worked was a processing. They closed it down. And where they used to process all the food. And that's then after that, I worked in dormitory around the fences, all the yard group.
I think he wants you to tell him about your crime you committed. How'd you get here? How'd you get there and go?
The crime? Yeah.
The crime, motherfucker. Nobody give a fuck about you, goddamn. You working at the motherfucking food processing and all that fuck shit. Bitch, you done been in prison all this goddamn time and that's all you know is you worked around it. No, we want to hear what the fuck you did and why the fuck we should be letting your goofy ass out on the streets. How the fuck did you go from your simple burglaries to 3 life sentences?
raped this thing. And the past, yeah, I done it. Which is,
That's what I want to know about. Okay, you were arrested in 1977 for simple burglary. And you got put in jail in Washita Parish, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And while you were put in jail, while you were in jail waiting to get out, they put a 17-year-old in the cell with you, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you and some other inmates beat and raped that 17-year-old for 8 days. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, why'd you do that? What gave you the right to think that you could do that in any normal world?
Yeah, I gotta hear this. This is gonna be a good one here. Please tell me how the fuck that happened, sir. And why the fuck we should ever let your ass out and some shit like that happen in your motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, why you was just serving time for 2 simple burglaries. Make it make sense.
Well, when they had that gang stuff, if you didn't do this, we do this to you. And so, out in the jail, the past, they got the groups. And, and I was 37 years old. And,
Nigga, that ain't young. I mean, that ain't old. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Nigga, 37 years old is plenty to know right from wrong. The fuck he mean by I was 37 years old?
and other dudes older than I was, they had been to Angola too. So if I didn't do nothing what they done, they gonna do it to me. And that's the way it was going at the past.
Are you the least bit sorry for what you did?
I'm sorry, yeah. And when I got older, I realized I was wrong.
Nigga, you had to get older to realize you was wrong. These are the wrong answers, nigga. Cause you should have immediately knew you was wrong. You 37 taking advantage of these little boys, and you talking about if you ain't do it with them, they do it to you. The dudes was older than you. Bitch, you was old enough to defend yourself. Prison ain't no joke, people. Now, you can get lucky and go to a prison where this type of shit ain't, going on. But when you go in that bitch and you got the rest of your life and 2 life sentences and they put you around these type of people, you can go in that bitch with a couple of years and trying to defend your manhood, end up with a couple of life sentences. 80 years old, explaining to the parole board why they should let you out.
Are you the least bit sorry for what you did?
I'm sorry, yeah. And when I got older, I realized I was wrong.
You got older, you realized he's wrong.
Yeah.
You didn't realize it? Never mind. I'm wanting to help you here, Mr.
Boy, if you don't get your chicken-eating, watermelon-munching, corn-chip-smelling black hole, looking Kool-Aid drinking, eat-the-bone-cracking afro, having cotton-picking Jordan 4s wearing thug life, having Call of Duty playing anime, watching basketball bouncing line up, having ass-up goofy-ass monkey.
Hey, are you remorseful at all of how you ruined someone's life?
I know, yeah.
Well,
I know that ruins people's life.
Yes.
I'm sorry for that. But at the time, I ain't had no choice. They forced into it, like a gang stuff. And then, they got pairs. So you don't do this, we do this to you.
I don't have any other questions.
Any other questions?
Any write-ups to the...
Well, I forgot, Warden Van Noy, can you tell us about Mr. Higginbotham?
Yes, ma'am. He's medium custody. He's assigned to the treatment center on Ward 2 because of his age and his medical condition. He's got a lot of medical conditions. So that's where he lives.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a question. How old are you?
85.
85.
85 years old.
85 years old. That man said he was 37 when that shit happened. Y'all, think about that. The man came in with 2 burglary charges at the age of 37 years old. 48 years later,
how long have you been incarcerated?
About 47 years since 88. Since 88.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
okay, sorry, mistaken. 88. That's still, no, he can't count. I was born in 84, motherfucker, and I'm 41. I don't even know if this motherfucker know how old he is. Is my math fucked up or is it his math? How you been in there for 48 years, but you got in there in 88? If you'd have got in there in 84, it would have been 41 years. So I think I was right. I think he is 78. Either I'm tripping or he tripping. If he been in there 47 years. And somebody in there probably like, man, this motherfucker here, he done been sitting in here for 48. He done been sitting in this motherfucker for goddamn since 1988, which is what? 12 and 25, 37 years. 37 years and bitch, you still can't count. Coming in here just lying.
So you're not running with a gang now. Have you been taking any classes since you've been incarcerated?
Well, the classes, on the class I went to was the class on that sex class. Got a certificate on it.
Okay.
Say what, nigga? This nigga bragging about getting a certificate from the sex class. So out of 30-some years, you ain't did shit but work at the chicken plant. Yeah, bitch, we just gonna make sure you work till you die. That's what they thinking. What you did to that young man, or what you allowed to be done to that young man, I mean, I get it, though. I get what he's saying. That place is a dangerous place. It could have been like that. You ain't part of the gang. You better shut up. You don't see nothing. And then you can get caught up in some shit for just, not seeing nothing. Sticking to the code. Keeping it real. This is when keeping it real goes wrong. You go to prison, you living by the gang code. No snitching. Here go a young dude coming here and getting violated. Regardless if he did something or not, he getting violated. And, you trying to do your time and go home. So you don't make no report because these dudes will kill you. But then you stick to the code, don't say nothing, and you just sit in here for the rest of your life and let these people kill you slowly. That's a hard-ass choice. Get killed by the gang immediately and try to do the right thing, or get killed by the system in a span of 50 years. He say 47, but 37 years. And he's still trying to get out. And that man that this happened to, I'm pretty sure he's been got out. But he's probably still suffering from that situation.
And how do you feel about it? What you learn about it?
I learned a lot of things about it, about that. You know, how you
Tell
got
me-
to kill.
Go ahead, tell me what you learned.
I learned you don't force nobody to do nothing. And the thing, you just try to go from it. If you see it happening, try not to be around it. And thing. I learned from that of him, you know, like trying to turn somebody out, they call it. No, that's wrong. I know that's wrong. But they got a lot of guys don't think it's wrong. But I know it's wrong now. You know?
Do you feel remorse?
Oh, you saying nah fucked you up? 'Cause I mean, I don't know which one would have been worse. Cause you saying you didn't know it was wrong at a point. That's what I got out of that. Try not to be around it. Did you have that option the first time? Did you try to be around it? Fucking old booty bandit. Trying to get out on the streets.
Full about it?
Cause you don't hold no boy hostage for no 8 damn days and talking about it was the whole gang. Nah, nigga, that was you. That was you. Wasn't no gang. They ain't saying nothing about no gang. It's you, nigga.
Do you feel remorseful about it?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yeah.
Why
I'm
you feel?
sure.
Why do you feel remorseful?
Well,
Now that's a trick question. And I ain't gonna lie, they giving him some fair questions. He fucking them up.
Why you feel bad about doing what you did?
I feel bad about it.
Why? He wants to know why you feel bad.
By being around people, seeing what's happening. By my age and get older, you get more wiser to what's happening. And I see things happening, I go around them. That's why I feel bad about it.
I see. Thank you. I have no more questions.
Mr. Higginbotham, you got any family? You got any family?
Yes, ma'am.
Where they at today?
I got 4 sisters and 2 brothers. One, my brother, he got cancer. He 83. And one of them in Swearport, the one, you know, trying to stay by. He got cancer. He 83. I mean, you know, I want to be around him for you. You know, I got a lot of nephews and nieces in Rouge, Bastrop, Monroe, Swearport, Baton Rouge. I got people all in California, Detroit.
I was just wondering why nobody's here with you today or there with you today. Do you know?
Well, damn. Yeah, that do make sense, sir. You talking about all these damn people. Ain't nobody saying, hey, man, y'all need to let my daddy out. Because after 30-something years, you should have had kids or grandkids, nieces, nephews, all that. And there ain't nobody in this jank knowing that you like feeling like you need justice or something. Yeah.
I really don't know. My brother, he would have been here, but they canceled partner. He the only one coming up here to see me.
Okay, I see. All right, thank you, sir. I don't see any other questions, Mr. Higginbotham. I think we're ready to vote. Mr. Prater?
I vote to deny. I think of the horrible nature of the crime. Having trouble getting a feeling of remorsefulness out of Mr. Higginbotham. And I feel like that he was given a life sentence and unless things change, that's what he needs to serve.
Mr. Tillis?
My vote is to recommend commutation of sentence to 99 years with immediate eligibility for parole.
Mrs. Stapleton?
I recommend.
So he want to give him a 99-year sentence. So he's 80. What do you say? He's 85. So he would have another 14 years to serve, but give him eligibility for parole. I guess. Because he already know the other motherfuckers ain't gonna give him no parole. It sound good. You know, I guess that's why they put one black person up there. And that's why it ain't two black people up there. Nothing worse than one black. Only thing worse than one nigga is two. Is what they say. So. But it looked good on paper. Somebody tried for him. That's what it's going to say.
My recommendation is to deny this was a cruel, brutal crime against nature of a 17-year-old boy by 5 men, which you were involved in. And I do not find, I couldn't hear any remorse in statement either.
All right, Mr. Higginbotham, I'm
Yes,
concerned
ma'am.
we don't have any family here, so I don't see any evidence of any family support. You know, I will agree that your last write-up was a long time ago, and you only had 21 write-ups, but 30% of those were sex offenses.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't.
What?
So he done had 21 write-ups in 37 years. And she say 30% of those were for sex offenses. Not one of them was for a sex offense. Not you had this situation. Nigga, you done had several situations, nigga. You think those booty bandits don't exist in the chain gang? Take advantage of them little boys. You sending little boys in there with grown ass men, and these little niggas don't know no better. They out here with the switches and all that. They worse now. These niggas out here with the skinny jeans, these little niggas barely eating and all that shit. And then they going to prison. It's a nigga like this in there. He ain't no big old bubble. There's plenty of hymns in there. Plenty of hymns in there. You better tell your boys, tell your nephews, tell your cousins. Show them this video. You running around, you think you tough. You tough as a motherfucker out here with a gun. Nigga, what your knife work looking like? What your hands looking like? Niggas will choke your ass out. Next thing you know, these niggas waking up, fucked up. You going in there and nigga got honey buns and shit on your bed and you think it's sweet.
I have concerns about your lack of programming, particularly victim awareness. So my vote today is going to be to deny your application. So good luck to you, sir. Today, your application's been denied.
Denied, nigga. Denied.
Boy, if you don't get your chicken-eating, watermelon-munching, corn-chip-smelling, black hole-looking, Kool-Aid drinking, eat-the-bone-cracking afro, having cotton-picking Jordan 4s wearing Thug Life, having Call of Duty playing anime, watching basketball bouncing line up, having ass-up goofy-ass monkey.
Homie, don't play that.
Get your dumb ass out of here, boy. Yeah. Go ahead and finish them days out. We ain't about to have you out here getting Social Security and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And wasting all our tax money. Yo, thinking you just the old man out here, knowing you're a booty bandit. Nah, you ain't about to slip through the cracks, sir. You can't come in here, goddamn bitch, you ain't learned shit in 30-something years. Or I don't know, his math so fucked up. The nigga say he was 37 years old when the shit happened, but the nigga 80-something now. So that's 50-something years ago. Then he say he been locked up since 88. He done lost sense of time. You know, he done been in this bitch so long, he don't know when the fuck he came in there. He don't know how old he is. He don't know the difference. He said 47 years. I didn't feel the remorse either. I ain't gonna lie. Talking about you, now that you older, you know, and all that shit. Man, stop, nigga. You still trying to finesse. You just can't take shit like you used to. Because trust me, if he was strong and still whatever it was where he was back in the days where his gang was running shit, he'll still be doing it. He'll still be doing it. But now that you old and fragile, you, oh man, I ain't no harm to society. Hell nah, we ain't about to let you out here, nigga. Free C Murder. Don't free this nigga. But anyway, let's go to our next story, man. Y'all know we couldn't do one of these live streams without, you know, Florida ending up in the mix. So let's go ahead and go down here to the sunny state. Y'all, only in Florida can you not only act like a fake cop, because we always see those stories. Now it done got so bad where we got women posing as fake nurses. Now this is not in Orlando. This is not far. This is in Flagler County, which I think is Palm Coast or Daytona, around that area. But let's see what we got here. The title of this one is Florida Woman Poses as Nurse and Treats Over 4,400 Patients Without a License. Now, how did she slip through the cracks? And it ain't even the pandemic. Let's see. Let the sheriff tell it.
All right, so thank you for coming. This is about the arrest of a lady that was practicing being a registered nurse without a license. We believe that there were over 4,400 patients that she was, in one manner or another, that was involved in care at Advent Health Palm Coast, which is our newest hospital in Flagler County. Autumn Bardisa, as we understand it, was graduated from Rasmussen University in March 2022. She then took a state/federal licensing exam and failed. She then was hired on July 3rd of 2023 by Advent Health to be a advanced nurse tech working under a registered nurse. When she applied, she gave a nursing license number, and they noticed when they checked that the last name was different. And she said, well, I just got married. So they congratulated her on getting married, asked her to provide a copy of the marriage certificate, which she never did. And she then became an RN, and they were actually, by using this assumed last name and the license number of a licensed RN. And she never provided the documentation of her.
Boy, she slick. Talking about finesse. I can't even be mad at her, but, you know, she should have worked on, well, I guess if she would have tried to go take the test again, that kind of would have gave it away if she messed around and failed it. So she got in the back door. So it ain't like she didn't know what she was doing, but she did fail the test, so I guess technically. And I think this is political. Now, this whole live is supposed to be 11 minutes, but we're not going to listen to 11 minutes of this shit. I thought it maybe was some scandal in it, but we got plenty more to keep going because I don't think this is going to get too juicy, but, you know, we'll see what he got to say a little bit.
Her marriage and the change in the last name. And frankly, from our investigation, that probably fell through the cracks at Advent Health. She was up for a promotion to a charge nurse, and that triggered a review of her documentation, at which time they determined that it was fraudulent, that she had assumed the identity of a legally licensed nurse, ironically, who also worked for Advent Health, but not here in another South Florida, as I understand it.
So imagine actually being a good professional nurse, but you failed the damn test, but you are a good enough nurse to people want to promote you. And just because you're doing so good, now your ass getting locked up. And, you know, the hospital is taking a is taking a negative publicity because of it. Only in Florida they'll try to expose some shit like that. Y'all ain't right. Y'all could have kept that shit under wraps. Yeah, I believe y'all could have took that under wraps. But we gonna get on to the body cam stuff though. Let's get on to the body cam stuff. So I ran across, we're gonna do 2 videos. So we got about another hour. So I ran across this video, and of course, I believe we're gonna be in Florida on this. But in this situation, it says, mom and son arrested for having sexual relationship.
What?
Now, the trees don't look like it's in Florida. Please don't let Florida take another hit. I haven't watched this video. I just, scanned through it just to see if somebody was going to jail. But I don't know what the details of this shit is, so we'll all be wild together. So let's see what's going on. And they ain't even in the trailer park. So these motherfuckers are advancing. They in a neighborhood near you.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daniel.
It's American Independence Day 2024, and in the city of Bono, Arkansas, 45-year-old mother of 2, Crystal Fallis, and her 2 sons, younger brother David.
Yes. Motherfucking Arkansas. Yeah. Whew. Boy, I was over here with my finger crossed. Please don't be Florida again. Not with this. God damn. We already had the bitches fucking the dogs the other day. Shit.
And 27-year-old Austin are having a drink to celebrate, like many others. There's someone missing though, Crystal's husband, Daniel, the boy's stepfather. He's at work, so the trio decide to start the party early without him. This trio would soon be cut down to a duo though, because at some point during the early afternoon, David decided he was going to hit the hay, leaving his mother and brother drinking alone. During this sleep, ladies and gentlemen, something disturbing occurred. What was that, you may be asking yourself? Well, if you've read the title of this video, you know exactly what that is. So buckle yourself in for this one. It's around 3:30 p.m, David was woken up by the sounds of groaning. He was half asleep, so he couldn't quite put his finger on what the noise was, or where it was coming from. When he eventually woke up, however, he knew exactly what the sound was. His mother and brother were engaged in sexual activity. At that moment in time, he was unsure if his brother had been raping his mother, or, and it makes me queasy just saying it, was consensual. Spoiler alert, it was the latter. With that in mind then, he ran to a neighbour's home to call for police. Just moments after fleeing, Daniel arrived home from work. He wasn't greeted by anyone, so decided to take a shower. After, he went to go and see where everyone was, and it was there he spotted Crystal and Austin having sex with each other. They were still going at it, and so it was at that point he too called for police.
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
But is that illegal? I mean, it's disgusting. But y'all know I'm all for, you know what I'm saying, I guess freedom. And if you're not hurting nobody, you know what I'm saying, it's disgusting. I don't agree with it. Don't be like, hey, EARZ think it's okay. No, I ain't saying that. But if you're not hurting nobody and 2 consensual adults, even though they're related, who are we or the government to tell people they can't do that nasty ass shit? I don't believe the government should be in your house like that. It's disgusting. Do not get me wrong. But is it illegal? That's crazy. I ain't know you could go to, well, it's disgusting. I know you could go to hell for it. But, I mean, damn, that's crazy. Let's see what happened, though.
Got him.
That's a messed up, man. I just walked in and found my freaking wife and her son having sex.
Okay.
I'm 100% serious. She's drunk as all get out. He was too, and he just left.
What's he wearing?
My daughter just lives right there. That's probably where he's at.
Okay, stay over here for other road. What,
I just got home from work, man.
What, do you know what he's wearing?
No, I don't want to pay attention, man. I just got home from work.
Okay.
But I'm about to have her. I need her off the property right now.
Hold on. What?
Are they gonna arrest him? I don't know. He asking where he went at, but I get it. You want to get her up out of here, but I don't know. Is this a real case?
5.426.
Don't pass that on the damn bed.
So you don't know what he was wearing?
I have no idea, buddy. I really don't. I just walked in from work. Bye. Our other son's probably on the back porch, and we've had problems before. Everything's been good lately, but we've had problems before. No physical, nothing at all. Literally, sickest thing I've ever seen in my freaking life, dude. And now she's just laying there. I need you to come talk to her. I need her gone.
So I can't make her leave. Do I have to go through the eviction process?
It's fixing to be, then shit's fixing to hit the fan, then, dude.
Oh, we don't need that. Just hang out here.
Walk in here with me and
just hang out here for a minute. Let me talk to her and see. I mean,
you laying right there. You talk to her. Open the door.
So the son, does he?
I'll get y'all. I'll get to talk to the cop. I don't know what's going on.
You know him?
That's the other son.
Okay. Is that the one? That
No.
Okay.
Oh, he's crying.
Yeah, I've already talked to him.
He's trying to kill himself or something. What?
No, I was just talking to him. He was.
Who?
Him. Over. I guess he's the one that called from over here. I don't know who called.
I called.
Okay.
Hey, old boy over there, boo hoo crying. He done seen some shit like that. I don't know how I would feel. I can't even put myself in this situation. This is, I can't relate. Black people, we can't relate to no shit like this. And a large amount of everybody can't relate, but wow. He come home and wow. Not another man.
I'm not leaving his side, David. What's going on?
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daniel. Me and you are together. I'm sorry.
I'm done with all this. I'm done with all this.
I'm done.
How long?
I can't.
Did you see it?
Yes, I was in there when he was doing it.
Why didn't you stop him?
I can't. He's too big. This shit is too fucking out of hand.
He said, why didn't you stop it? They already started.
Where does the other son live at?
Oh, what? Probably right there in that house.
Where are they? They're in Summers?
Dennis, I don't know. Your mom's sitting right here. Yeah.
That's my brother, Mom. Get the fuck off me, Mom. Get the fuck off me, Mom. I'm not doing anything. She's on me, biting me. She's on me, biting me. She's on me, biting me.
I quit in the car. Quit. Okay, motherfucker. Stop, y'all. Stop.
Hey. I promise I'm not doing it.
Put your hands on your back.
I just don't want her.
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back.
I promise. I was trying to get her off me. You're nasty, Mom. Don't fucking quit. You're nasty.
I love you.
You're nasty.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
You're fucking gross. You're fucking son.
I love you.
You're fucking nasty. I'll look at you, Daniel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daniel. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I love you.
Mom, no, you don't. Shut the fuck up. You're fucking gross, Mom. That's all you are. You're fucking nasty. You're fucking nasty. Right here in my pocket, Danny. You're right here. Hang on.
Get the door.
I'll get it. Let's go. Thank you. Mom. Mom. You're nasty, Mom. You're nasty. Don't fucking touch my girlfriend shit. Don't touch my girlfriend. Don't. You fucked up, Mom.
He gonna fuck his mama up when he get out. Yeah. Mama, you might want to get the fuck on. Somebody gonna do something awful to you. That's disgusting.
You go step over. Go step over there by the door. Double lock him. All right. He'll talk to her and see what. Yes. Her side is. I was trying to talk to him. Dude, everything I own here. I'm not leaving this house with all them right here. All right. Sorry. So you walked in. Come from work. I went in and took a shower. I knew they was drinking. I killed they was drinking. Okay. So you came in from work. Went into the shower. Came back out. I just had a shower. Yes, sir. And that's when you seen. Walk in right there on that bed. Alright. Apparently he was pissed off about all that, I guess. No, I see where he's mad. I do. But at the same time, no, I understand. He didn't know better. At the same time, you can't go in and beat no. No. I need her gone. You can't. That's going to be a whole different process. I'll explain it to you now. I'm trying to figure out everything that's led up to me getting out. If you're hanging out in front of his car, I'm not leaving you outside as long as she's around. That's fine. You hang out in front of his car. If you blame. I understand. That's fine. Where did he hit you at? He clears that thing. Just. So, hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Because when I was coming in that door, I heard the pop, and he's on top of you, rear back again.
He's scared. He's scared.
Did he hit you, or where did he hit you at? Yeah, well.
He's scared. It's just, I promise.
Hey, Crystal, I know he's scared. I know you're scared. But look.
He's super fucking scared.
Okay, well, look. That doesn't change the fact of what he's already done.
Good dad.
Yeah. So what? Look, Crystal, be honest with me, okay? Can you do that? You can't?
I'm trying.
Hey, take another deep breath on it. In your nose, out your mouth. Take a couple of those, I'm going to come back and talk to you, okay? You get it. I dig it. No, all right. I'm not leaving anywhere, and I'm not... I'm so done. All right, bye. Hey, come here. I'm going to take something.
What if I didn't do anything?
Huh?
What if I didn't do anything?
So we got a call about something occurring. Go ahead.
But what if I didn't do anything? Like stupid, just like. My grandson,
Anyway, so we got a call that. Go ahead.
What?
He don't even say what they got a call for. But you know what you did, woman. I mean, she technically ain't do nothing illegal. I don't know if that's illegal. Do anybody know if that's illegal? It's disgusting, but is it illegal? Is it a crime?
Simple. Got a call that supposedly you and your son were having intimate relations. They walked in on it, and that's why we're here. Right? I'm trying to talk to him. I guess your other son comes in. The way he storms in, that's when I come in to make sure nothing's going on. As I'm coming in that door, I hear a loud pop, and he's on top of you with his arms raised back like he's fixing to hit you again. I'm telling you, I've seen it.
Okay.
I'm standing in that doorway, and he's on top of you with his hands raised back and his fist closed. And that's when I grab a hold of him, and he starts fighting me. Okay? I mean, you obviously heard me telling him, put his hands behind his back, put his hands behind his back. And he's still trying to pull away from it to get to you.
You said what you miss? Well, you miss something that's not happening in Florida. This is Arkansas. Let's make that clear. Okay. So I'm asking the question, is this illegal? Now, it's most definitely disgusting. But this woman was caught having sex with her son by her other son. And then her husband comes home from work and, you know, see her having sex with her son. Now, they're definitely traumatized. But is that illegal? Was she committing a crime? is the question. Now, the son came in there, he was about to beat her motherfucking ass. So he going to jail for being traumatized.
Okay, that's why he's in handcuffs in the back of my car. So we're trying to figure everything out.
What do I do?
What do you mean
He never will hear me.
Where did he hit you at?
He never will. It's like never.
I understand. I understand he's upset from what was seen or what's being said. But where did he hit you at in there whenever I was at that door? Because I couldn't tell where it was so dark and bright out here. But when I come in the door, he's got his arm reared back again on top of it.
Just would never, ever, ever, ever hear him. It's just so like, look.
Okay. Well, you just hang tight here and I'll be back in a minute, okay?
They was
what,
when I got here. I can tell he lost.
Whenever I got here, you was talking to me. I kind of read over your statement. Explain to me what you mean. She tried to get violent. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
When I was telling, when I kept asking, I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? I was like, what the hell's going on right now? She kept doing this wee thing. And freaking I was standing there when I kept saying, are you serious? Are you serious? She just freaking come at me, freaking like she's gonna swing at me and shit.
Did you ever contact?
No.
Hey, he just thought of this shit, y'all. Cause he know if he can get her to go to jail, he can put a restraining order out on her. You should have scratched yourself for something. Damn.
Oh, never. I stayed away. I know better.
I asked anybody this, not just because of this going on. Are you scared of her or fear of her, anything like that?
I'm in fear of what can happen from all this.
Man, tell them you in fear of your life. You think she might be suicidal. Man, you better start lying. Get her the fuck up out of there. If you could get them to take her right now, you could change all the locks and trespass her.
Are you?
I've been around
afraid of her
crazy women
attacking you in the future, or just in general?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I mean, if she was sober, no, but I'm not being around her ever again.
Okay.
I'm packing my shit. We got you all coming right now. Okay. Pack my shit and get the fuck away from this place.
Okay. Give me a minute to make talk one more time.
You had your questions, yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, bud. All right. So, you said y'all went to the liquor store down here at the line. Came back. Y'all was all drinking. I guess who was all drinking? You, your mom.
Okay, so first,
the other brother, or
first. Okay, so we came back from work and we got he got a couple beers, and that was when I drank. He gave me that first beer, and I waited until we got home. Yeah. Okay. And I waited until we got home. I don't know when Daniel got home. It was about 30 minutes before he got home, and I had that beer. And but before Daniel got home, we went back and they got a big bottle of it was a triple shot. Yeah, it was a pop
like a.
You know the old fashioned lids where you can I forgot what it's called, but it's got a little metal attachment and you can just pop the lid off. But it was, I wish I could tell you, it was about this big. It was a pretty good bottle, and they're drinking it on the way home. And I'm not gonna lie to you because you guys are officers. I had like 2 or 3 shots of that too, but when I got back home
On the way here?
Yeah, on the
Who
way.
was on the vehicle then?
Dennis was driving. Yeah, Dennis was driving. Mom was in the passenger and I was in the back.
What car?
That car right there. My car.
This little tan Toyota?
Yep.
Tan Toyota? Okay.
And
okay. I had a few shots.
Right.
Whatever.
And I came back home and we started sitting in the living room and Mom had her music playing on the record, and we were cleaning up our room, and I go to the living room for a minute and just sit down, and they come in and Mom lays on the bed and he's on the couch, or not on the couch, on the chair next to Mom, and I'm laying on the floor, and I sit there for a minute, and I start to doze off for a second, and next thing I know, Mom's moaning, and
So you
Dennis
was,
on top.
you was in the living room?
I was in the living room.
I thought you told me you went like a
No.
You were in the living room the entire time?
Nope,
Okay.
I was in there when it happened.
Okay.
I was watching the whole thing.
Okay. So you heard it? You heard the moaning or whatever?
I heard it for a good hour.
Okay. And then
Until I did anything because I was scared. I didn't want him to jump up after me. I just ran.
When you got up, what did you see?
When I got up,
Yeah.
I didn't, when I went to go tell somebody.
Yeah. Did you see them physically?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's pants were down and everything. I seen it all.
Okay.
Like, everything.
Okay.
And I got up and I didn't look at him. I just ran. I didn't see my brother or anything. I ran.
Hell nah, bruh. Nah. I'm starting to think you was a participant at this part. You was enjoying that family porn. And I think the daddy probably be, down with the shit too. He just mad because he wasn't a part of it this time. What the fuck y'all got going on? Nigga, you ain't sit there for an hour because you scared you gonna get beat up. And you just sit there and watch your brother. Man. Something ain't right.
I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
My sister was right down the road. And
You're getting me because you're saying you seen it, and then you're saying you didn't see it. So you're telling me you did see it, you seen everything, but then you're saying now you didn't see your brother, you didn't see anything. So you did see something, or you did not?
When did I say I didn't?
You said when you got up, you didn't see anything. You didn't see your brother.
No. When I got up, I didn't look at my brother. I didn't look at my mom. I seen what they were doing, but I didn't look at them to see if they were chasing after me. I just ran.
Okay, so you seen them in the act.
Yes, I seen.
You got up.
So you waited for an hour before you ran? Why you ain't ran as soon as you heard her moaning? That's crazy.
Didn't look
Right.
to see if they were.
No. Like I was sitting there for a minute, and I was looking at him, and I got up for a second, and he was just sitting there for a minute, and I heard my mom still moaning, and I acted like I was still asleep, and I got up again, and that's when I ran. I seen her pants down and everything.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Right.
First of all, in the future, the officer tells you to stop. Put your hands behind your back.
I understand.
And stop. Put your hands behind your back. Right?
I understand.
You don't fight. You don't resist.
Right.
I think he said it. That's trip to jail.
Worst thing you can do.
I get the circumstances. I understand you're upset. You're mad. Whatever. Okay, I'm not taking you to jail. I'm gonna let you out. I'm gonna take the cuffs off of you, but I need a statement from you. Okay. And I know it's hard to really ever think about, but I need the best descriptive, detailed statement you can give me. Okay.
On what they did.
On what descriptive, like the best of your knowledge that you've seen, and I know it's hard to relive, but I need that. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going through a lot right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a dad.
I understand.
I'm becoming a dad right now.
For what's going on, I need the best descriptive, detailed statement you can give me.
I'm not even trying to explain. I'm scared right now.
And then you're
and
gonna
it's
be
hard to see that my mom.
Can you do that for me though?
I'm trying.
Can you write me out a statement?
Yeah, I can write it out.
Okay. So I'll gonna take these off of you, and you hang out in front of my car, and I'll get a paper for you to fill out, and we'll get you going on that. Okay. Go ahead and get out. Okay.
I can get out.
Yeah. Come out, face the car for me. Okay. He's in there. Do you want to go down there and look? Okay. You want to talk to him? Miss Crystal. Hi. So I know you talked to this officer earlier. Can you kind of talk to me about what got guys caught out here?
Can you flip my hair back?
That's kind of the best I can do.
What's up?
So what got us caught out here? Like what was going on?
Honestly, just a mutual agreement.
Mutual what?
Agreement?
Agreement?
Yeah.
On what?
Should have never been what it became.
Can you talk like a mutual agreement on what?
Agreement.
What should have came?
My 19-year-old son has a dedicated on the way. I'm trying to help him.
I get that, but you're talking about a mutual agreement. What?
Say what?
What?
He got 10K debit on the way. Hold up. So you trying to give your son some pussy because you trying to get some of his money? Oh, thank God this is not in Florida. Hold on. Did I just hear that right? I gotta be tripping. I gotta be high.
Should have never been what it became.
Can you talk like a mutual agreement on what?
Agreement.
What should have came?
My 19-year-old son has a dedicated on the way. I'm trying to help him.
I get that, but
So y'all made an agreement? She just tell me she didn't just try to sell her son some pussy. Can't make this shit up.
You're talking about a mutual agreement. What What are we talking about on that?
Taking care of the baby and not himself. Like, just.
Well, what got us called out here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, that's, you either know something or you're just not talking.
I honestly just want the best for my grandchild.
You want the best for your grandchild?
Yep.
I get that. Right. What's the incident between, I guess, that happened here
like,
today?
Please, God, like, wipe my face or something.
We'll try that in a little bit. I just need to know
I'm not going to do anything, I promise.
What occurred here today. That's what I'm trying to find out.
He's upset.
Who?
My my son.
About what?
Typical teenage 19-year-old stuff. He's scared to death. He's going to have a baby on the way. That's all.
Shit. So you tried to make him feel better by probably giving him another baby? Y'all probably wasn't even wearing protection. So he's scared of having a baby on the way, and you think the best way to comfort him is to fuck your son. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. This ain't the mother's love that, that's supposed to be given.
We didn't get called out here because he's scared about having a baby.
Okay, well, that's all that's mattered.
So you're not going to talk to me about what happened today?
What do you want me to talk to you about?
What happened today? Why we got called out here?
He's scared?
We got called out.
Scared.
We didn't get called out here because he's scared about having a baby.
What's you called about? So I'm scared.
Okay.
Really
Put your foot up on the pedal. No. No, you talking at all? No, not yet. I'm off the door, please come back. I got to read you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you through law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him on your place.
So it must be illegal to, have sex with your parent. It's disgusting, but I didn't know that was illegal. So what would they be why are they reading him his rights? They probably pulled him over and they know he been drinking, so they probably gonna use that as a way to, try to get somebody in this shit.
You're being questioned. You can afford to hire a lawyer when you're appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You can defend your rights as right. With these rights in mind, are you willing to answer the question? Okay. So we got called over to College Street, 227. You know anything about that? What happened with her?
Showed up. He'd been drinking a little bit and got back in the house and stayed there. Came into a situation that he didn't like at all, and I just left. I walked away because I didn't want to be there. And he got a little loud and started yelling and stuff like that, so I just walked out. I walked down there to the dirt road down there not before you get to the lake, like kind of before on this side. I just started walking down here on this side of it.
Oh, so he ain't driving, so they can't try to get him for DUI. So I wonder what it is that why they got him detained.
Right there, and you can almost see from there. Started walking, just kind of get the heat out of the room and everything. That's pretty much it. I mean, I've literally been walking for the last like 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay. So what's the incident that he got up to about, or is they walking on?
It's just family stuff, man. It's just stupid stuff. It really is. Like nothing specific. I really don't want to talk about this no longer.
Stepdad walked in, he changed something he didn't like, got upset, he left. You're not wanting to really talk about this incident that occurred. Alright, so right now you're going to be on the arrest for instance. Back to going to jail for instance. Alright, go next.
What they gonna take him to jail for? Hold on, let me slide that back.
You're not wanting to really talk about this incident that occurred. Alright, so right now you're going to be on the arrest for instance. Back to going to jail for instance. Alright, go next.
Okay, he said he's not under arrest for anything, but they gonna go to the jail and, I guess get both sides.
So, the pair were brought in for questioning, and although they were arrested on incest charges, detectives needed to establish if that was 100% the case.
Okay, so incest is a charge, but neither one of them admitted it. But you got witnesses, and I'm pretty sure they can get samples.
Remember, there were initial reports about it being a rape. They also needed to determine if Austin had been sexually abused by his mother while growing up.
Okay, so that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna figure out if it was forcibly, and they're gonna figure out if it was. They can go back and get some old charges where she been making him do this for a long time. And that boy don't look 19. That motherfucker look every bit of 38.
Alright, so what happened yesterday?
I'm just not used to drinking anymore.
Right.
I'm way too drunk.
Right.
I haven't been drinking for over a year. So I screwed up. Okay.
Right. Well, hey, it's understandable when you get real intoxicated that you do crazy things. I understand that. So I am going to ask you if you could elaborate on exactly what you're talking about.
Not really. I mean, I was just too drunk.
Too drunk?
Yep.
Okay. Well, due to the statements that we have and everything else is what was going on, we believe, is that you were having sex with, it'd be Austin Casey.
What?
Austin Casey.
No, that's nowhere near right.
Okay. Well, we talked to multiple people. I'm giving you a chance to elaborate on what happened, you know, because we've talked to multiple people, had multiple eyewitness statements. Okay? Because David, your son, had found y'all first, and he took off and ran next door and called 911.
So they might make this a situation of it wasn't consensual. But who would they charge? Him?
And then your husband as well had walked in on you. And both of them are telling a very similar story. And both of them are, you know, a little bit freaked out over the incident. David, this is your chance to make a statement about what happened and stuff like that. You know, if you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to. We can go over this court-appointed attorney paperwork.
No, I'll have to call my daughter on that. I haven't called her yet.
Okay. All right.
I was drunk, but I don't know. That damn Broncos would have done that.
All right, man, so you want to talk about what happened yesterday?
I just had too many drinks and stepdad showed up, saw some things didn't like to see, and I left. The situation didn't get any worse.
Right.
Just like walking down the road.
But these things that he happened to see, you mind elaborating on that a little bit?
I'd rather not. Too happy about the decisions that I made.
Right.
Stupid stuff.
Well, man, we all do crazy things when we get drinking, okay? Especially when we drink a lot, okay? So, I understand that, but, you know, as far as if you're willing to talk to me, you don't have to talk to me. But if you're willing to elaborate a little bit, you can know that I understand as far as, you know, drinking too much can cause you to do some crazy things sometimes.
I was just laying there in the bed with my mom.
I ain't gotta agree, but I understand. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers.
So, never mind.
What were you doing with your mother, bro?
Things I shouldn't have been doing. Not like fully, but close enough that it shouldn't have been happening.
Okay, were you having sex with your mother?
Not quite, but yeah.
What do you mean by not quite?
The one next inside.
Okay. And was this the first time that something like this has happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go over this with you, okay? As far as this goes now. I do have some other questions before I go over this, man.
Boy, he done took the phrase motherfucker to a whole nother level.
Did this possibly start out when you were younger, before you were 16 or anything like that?
Surprisingly, no.
Okay. And she is directly related to you, not a stepmother and things of that nature? Okay. So yeah, I just got a little drunk yesterday and things have gotten a little too far?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
That's why I just stopped from doing it.
Right. Well, I will go ahead and ask. Now, your brother, David, he had stated that he heard some moaning and stuff going on for quite a while, and he woke up and fled to the house. Fled the house to a neighbor's house to have them call 911. And then when we arrived on scene, your stepdad was out in the yard stating that he had caught y'all actually engaging in full sex.
But it wasn't.
Right. Well, David also had heard that going on for quite a while as well. You know, he said he'd been in and out, like consciously, you know, sleeping, thinking he's hearing noises.
Pause.
And then that's what he believes was going on as well.
Well, like I said, I didn't make it quite to that far.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'm going to go over this with you.
The pair were eventually charged with incest. That's a Class C felony that carries a potential fine of up to $10,000 and or 3 to 10 years in prison if convicted. This was a relatively serious charge they were looking at, which makes what happened next even more confusing. After their initial court appearance, the judge granted them $35,000 bond. They'd both have to cough up that individually. In Crystal's case, it isn't entirely clear if she posted that though. Austin, as you'll find out shortly, most definitely didn't. The judge then scheduled them in for a plea hearing in the following month of August 2024. And although Austin made that appearance, Crystal didn't. That wasn't due to anything she did, by the way, there were just a bunch of delays. In the end, she appeared in court in May of 2025. Surprisingly, the charges were dropped, and it isn't entirely clear why that was. Austin then, as you know, appeared in court in August of 2024.
The charges were dropped because, you know, it's 2 people that say they saw it and 2 people that never admitted that they did it. And they're 2 consenting adults. Like I said, it's disgusting. We ain't got to agree, but I understand. Now let's see why they were still locked up, though.
Clear why that was. Austin then, as you know, appeared in court in August of 2024. While there, he pleaded guilty to no contest, which for those of you who aren't aware, meant that he didn't admit guilt, but also didn't dispute the charges. For his admission, he had to pay the usual court fines, was handed a 60-day jail sentence, and was given 60 months in prison. He'd already served 53 days up until that point, so a week after his sentence, he was essentially a free man. To say he got off lightly would be an understatement. His probation conditions included not being arrested, not being in possession of narcotics, he couldn't be around felons, etc, etc, you know the drill. However, ladies and gentlemen, he broke his probation conditions in late 2024, and as of recording this video, he's currently wanted by the police. And so before we wrap this one up, I have a small announcement. For you guys that are not following...
So this motherfucker on the run. Literally. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. So I got 2 more stories. One of them is a quick 10 minutes and the other one's 20 minutes. So let's enjoy those stories. So the next one, we got another situation at the job. And this was kind of funny. I watched most of it. So I think it's something that we can get a little laugh to and learn a lesson about mental health. It is real.
On July 29th, 2024, officers responded to an Arby's restaurant for a call of an extremely disorderly customer.
She hit me. I've been threatened. What you mean, Anderson? For lowering my voice. I've been hit. I understand. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to yell at me. I'm not yelling at you. I'm loud. I'm not yelling at you.
Man, that girl's 21 years old.
I went to KFC at 15.
I'm not asking you again. Stop. Do not engage with anybody else. We're done.
Man, black women have a hard time respecting people's establishment or respecting when they see other people at work. He said that girl was 21 years old. I don't give a damn how old she was. That's why it's harder to work at a fast food restaurant than anywhere else, because people think because you work at a fast food restaurant, they can disrespect you. And you're always going to have to deal with a lot of cheap people. People that spend money on this shit every day instead of cook. And then wonder why they ass broke.
Hey, how's it going?
You the manager?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we?
Shout out to the brother that's the manager, young brother. Now tell us what happened.
She's involved? Okay. Let's talk over here.
Did you witness any of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my shit, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk to you.
Shout out to shift manager. My boy said, yeah, this is my shift, so I'm running the shift. He trying to fuck up a nigga shit.
Corey, but I'm telling what's going on here.
Oh yeah, so she was, I guess she probably misheard the order a little bit, so she asked her, why was it so much? And then, so she started getting a little rude, she started yelling over the speaker and stuff like that. So I took over the headset, took the order, and tried to make it right, you know, of course. And so she comes to the window, and I guess she kind of told her real quick how much she owed. So she was like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, it's, you know, we fixed it. So she said, give me my money back. She yelling at her, she told her, give me my money back, and all that. So she started cussing at her, talking about she was whatever.
Her yelling at your employee?
Yes.
Okay.
So she comes, so we thought this was over with once we gave her her money back. Because we was just like, we don't serve this like that.
Yeah.
And so she comes back in asking for, I'm finna file a report on this. She this and that, and I want the 1-800 number, and me and the general manager.
So hold up. They gave her money back. Instead of her taking her grown ass, ghetto ass home, you want to come in the store and act like you really want to do something.
Trying to calm this lady down. Yeah. Like, she's still yelling. She still keep calling us. She trying to get over the counter, making threats, talking about she gonna be waiting outside when she get off and all kind of stuff like that. Yeah.
So you want the smoke, huh? You gonna be waiting outside. You came to get an Arby's sandwich and it looked like you trying to get a 2-piece and a biscuit.
So I guess eventually that just kind of pushed her to the limit.
I said get in your car now. You are not to speak to anybody.
Wait, shut up, don't speak to me.
We're not doing that.
This woman that got to be damn near 50 years old and acting like this, thinking that it can't happen to her. And thank God this is not in Florida again. This is in Athens, Georgia.
What tell them we not? What tell them don't speak to me?
Hey, stop now, or I'll put you in handcuffs in the back of my car till you can calm down.
Listen.
No, you listen
No,
to me.
you listen.
Ma'am.
No.
I said, listen.
What else?
Imagine a man trying to deal with this. Jeez Louise.
No, what you gotta do?
Stop. Okay? I've had enough of the attitude.
I had enough too.
Be an adult.
I've been assaulted. What are you talking about? I've been assaulted.
You don't want to come out? Get out.
Oh, nah. You jumped your ass out of that goddamn car, want to jump in the police face? Nah, don't try to jump back in the car now. Get your ass out of that car.
I've been assaulted. I've been assaulted, man.
And you're the one acting like a toddler. Get out of the car.
Watch her right there.
I'm coming.
Now, come on.
Can I call her mom? No. I am at
You're
work,
good,
y'all.
sweetheart. You're good. You're good, sweetheart.
Don't do my arm like that. Oh,
What is that?
please don't do that. My snuff. Oh, my God. Oh,
It sure did.
God. Let me empty that out of my pocket, please.
What is it?
It's snuff. It's like dip. It's like dip.
I got you. Is this your phone, sweetheart, right here?
Yeah, that's my phone, baby.
Where you work at?
I work for her. I just try to do the nursing.
Ain't that some shit? So she's a personal nurse or somebody, and she's supposed to be caring for a lady. And here it is, she going at Arby's acting a damn fool. Now this lady's stuck. You her caregiver? Imagine this being your caregiver, the caregiver to your daughter or something like that. And the caregiver need help. Imagine how she treat that girl if she can't hold her attitude in Arby's. She ain't got no patience for Arby's. You think she got patience for your child? She done, can we call her mother? Girl, you fired immediately. They need to take your license. Big dummy.
It wouldn't have been so tight if you weren't pulling away from me the entire time.
I was for you, baby.
Look.
Listen, I promise. Listen to me.
What up, intellectual?
It took 3 of us to get you out of that car.
I'm sorry.
And you weren't listening to anything nobody was telling you.
Yes, I was.
No, you were not.
Sir,
We wouldn't have took you out of the car.
Please. I'm sorry. Please.
So no, there is
no,
there is
listen,
please.
baby.
Look.
Listen. You a God-given man. Come on now. Don't do that. I promise.
You're right.
Nah, don't try to use God now. Nah. You wasn't worrying about God when you was out here talking all that shit.
I got upset, and she did me like this. And she smacked me.
Okay.
Over that girl, what you eat?
Okay. That gives you no right.
You shouldn't have brought your ass in there. Look at her tonight crying like a bitch. Oh, she smacked me. You should have stayed your ass in that car. You got your refund, and you should have got your ass on, took that lady home. You want to bring your ass in there and get smacked up. That'll teach you.
Right to fight us, no.
You're right. I'm not fighting you, baby. I promise.
Okay, hey, Jill, I need you to chill. Just stop talking to us right now so I can get
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Listen.
But you were wrong. I promise she smacked me. At least they know it.
Do you have any,
I need you to take 10 bucks.
Okay, baby, I'm sorry. I'm just
right now.
Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Woo, I'm okay.
Stay right here with me.
Okay.
Hey, just do me a favor. I'm not trying to be rude. Listen to me.
I know. I'm
Okay.
so sorry. I'm just trying to work.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
I'm just trying to work.
She can't help herself, man. This is just how she wired.
Breathe.
That's all.
I got you.
I'm just trying to work. Oh, God.
Yeah, now you and ain't nobody trying to help you out no more. What's good, Don Dollars?
What's happening with your brother?
What's good, man?
I was not trying to really interrupt your show, you know what I mean? I just wanted to holler at you about a few things. Ain't got nothing to do with the beef sector, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna make that clear. I know you said that before, but you know, I never came to your channel before to talk about that stuff, right?
Right. So what's up?
Right, I never came there. Yeah, but I feel like that just thinking back to your music, right? And I've been wanting to say this for a minute. I just been busy. I ain't had a chance to hit no links or nothing, but I feel like you still got a hit in you, right? And at least one or two. And I think you've been lacking a little bit, brother. We need that point of view out here in the hip hop. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I will gain my passion though.
I feel you, but you just ain't heard the right beat though. That's what I feel. You see what I'm saying? Because I know when you do it, you want to do it big, right?
Well, send me the right.
If you do it,
yeah, that's what you're getting.
Right.
I take it.
That's basically what I'm saying. Like, bro, look, this new two. Listen. This new two shit is cool and all of that, but I'm talking about some other level shit now.
Hit me on the email with the beat, man. If I'm feeling it, I ain't got no choice but to get on it.
Right. Well, so where's your email listed at, actually?
Okay, hold on. Let me put it on the screen. But it's pretty much EARZ to the Streetz TV. Make sure to put the TV on there at Gmail.
EARZ to the Streetz TV at Gmail. I can remember that. Right. Now let me say this before I let you get back to your show. I recently worked and got lessons from Timberland. Like, you know, I've been making beats since I was 13 years old, man. 1983. I made my first beat on 2 boom boxes with cassette tapes, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not new to this. I'm not trying to give you no popcorn ass beat. You know what I'm saying? But I do need some folks from the South to jump on my shit now that I'm back in action. So I felt like, you know, hey, you're a pretty accomplished man. You know, you're a serious man about what you do and your work. And I feel like if I get the right track to you, we might hear something special. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna get the email and send you a little 3-pack.
All right, I appreciate that.
No doubt.
Okay, Don Dollar TV, man. Y'all make sure y'all go sub up to Don Dollar TV. Oh, you said
appreciate
you
that.
Say something else.
I was saying, even if you don't want to hear nothing that you want to rap on, just like you got the beat playing now. You know what I'm saying? I got some other shit I could probably just give to you for you to use for content. I won't even charge you for it.
Okay, hey, I appreciate that. Definitely, you know,
so
I definitely will promote that and make sure everybody know, man, you that guy out here. And hell yeah, I always need some beats to go behind my my uploads and stuff like that. So hell yeah.
Right. So I was thinking that's the least that we could do, because it's really about working together, man. Everybody out here trying to fight and find somebody to argue with. I just wanted to come here tonight and show that, okay, it's people out here trying to work in a positive way with people as well. Regardless of what went on YouTube or what people said about whoever, I'm not letting that affect how I look at the future and the big picture. You got a family to take care of. You're getting older. You don't want to keep breaking your back for the rest of your life. It's new ways that there's new ways that we can get paid. Not saying that we don't want to work, but it's like, hey, we got to work smarter and not harder as we get older, because it'll break our bodies down more. The more hard, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be here for as long as you can. So you understand what's going on, and that's why I hit you up. So Y'all just have a good evening. I appreciate you for bringing me up, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good night.
Salute to you. Salute to you. I appreciate you for
Same.
pulling up. Showing that
No doubt.
love.
Same. No doubt. Same to you, EARZ. I appreciate you, man.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Y'all, that was Done Dollar TV, man. If you don't know about him, he's in the YouTube space and he makes content. And y'all go check him out, man. Go check him out. Shout out to him. All right, let's see what else Auntie got up her sleeve.
No, but she hit me on this side right here, but I don't have any bruise.
Okay, I'll just need to check. That's
Okay. I don't think I have a bruise. I ain't looked in no mirror, but I'm black. And they don't show up.
So you were in the drive-thru, you said she got belligerent. What happened after that?
I came in and I wanted to make my order.
Okay.
And I said, let me make an order. I said, lay on the window, it's very rude. I said, please let me make my order. Then when she come over there, all jumping up, holding her hands up. And then
Salute, Nikki.
when she reached over the counter and hit me.
Okay, where'd she hit you?
So she leaving out all the part where she was at the drive-thru raising hell. Them folks gave her money back, and she decided to come through and tell them how she gonna call corporate and all that shit like that, and telling and talking all crazy to that young girl, that YG. And that YG got down like she wasn't hearing it. That's your problem. You been talking all crazy to that white lady. Now you done came in here talking crazy to that YG. And that young girl ain't hearing that shit. I bet that'll teach you. I bet you won't run around here talking reckless to them YGs no more. Thinking cause you auntie and back in the 80s you was the shit. Nah, auntie, one of these YGs, you know what I'm saying, smack some sense into your ass.
You said she got belligerent. What happened after that?
I came in and I wanted to make my order.
Okay.
And I said, let me make an order. I said, lay on the window, it's very rude. I said, please let me make my order. Then when she come over there, all jumping up, holding her hands up. And then when she reached over the counter and hit me.
Okay, where'd she hit you?
In my face, on this side of my face.
Your right side?
Yes.
Okay, was it closed fist, open hand?
I don't know, baby.
Girl, you know she hit you with a motherfucking open hand. So I don't know what she had, how she hit me, where she hit me. I know she hit me. And you ain't hit back. You couldn't jump over that counter. Cause trust me, if you would have hit her, if you would have been behind that counter, she would have came behind that counter.
I don't know, she just hit.
Okay.
And then I lost it.
Okay.
You lost it and did what? Ran. You ain't do nothing. You ain't represent. You ain't go over that counter. You ain't go around that counter. All you did is come outside and now you want to be tough for the police. You ain't want no smoke with that young G, that YG.
What happened after she hit you? Did you guys
Can I watch
just
my
separate?
face? Excuse me?
Did you guys just separate or did you guys
No,
get
they
into
grabbed
it?
her and took her to the back when she hit me. And because I was trying to get over the counter and get her. I'm not going to lie to you.
You good?
I'm not going to lie to you. She hit me and I was trying to get her back.
Was there any fighting at all inside there?
There was some, I saw some little, when I walked up, I just seen some stuff. That was happened in the drive-thru. But then she came in talking about something she wanted to, she came in talking about some, come outside, I just your ass, So I did lose my patience and I swung over and hit her. But
Damn, why you told on yourself? Ain't nobody said nothing about no hit, even the manager. The manager ain't said he hit her. I mean, she hit her. Oh, she over there talking about you hit her, but you could act like you ain't hit her. Old girl was about to snitch, but she changed her mind.
You go ahead and put your hands on you for me, please.
That's all they'll wait.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it so I don't sound here.
Damn, my nigga, she was riding for Arby's. This is what riding for your job goes wrong. Riding for your job goes wrong. They need soldiers in there like that, man. Got this lady coming in here acting a fool and got her ass smacked up.
Jeffrey.
They should arrest her for going in there and, instigating the situation. Because if she got her money back at the window, she shouldn't have came in there.
You guys did the refund. She came inside?
Yeah. Yeah, so she wouldn't, so it was more of a, kind of like a, I don't know what she thought she was going to, we was trying to solve it, we really was.
Yeah.
She's doing the same thing she's been doing this whole time, just yelling. We can't understand her, she's not listening, she's not trying to listen. It's just, and then she's just yelling at our employee, trying to jump over the counter.
Now, was there any fighting? I know she mentioned that she just swung at the customer.
Yes, yeah, so because she just kept threatening her. I'm going to be waiting for you when I'm outside, and all this. And we're like, no, you're not about to be waiting on nobody.
Yeah.
We ain't
Did you guys already call the police at that time?
Yes, she was
Hey man, this a real manager, man, because he was trying not to snitch on her. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to leave out the part where she reached across the counter and smacked the shit out of her. But once the officer said that old girl, kind of told on herself, he had to go ahead and go along with it.
General manager was on the phone.
Okay.
So before we could get to that part, she had already tried to really threaten her and jump over the counter and stuff like that. So it's like,
which was the employee kind of like yelling back at her too, going back and forth for her?
No, not really. She was but I could tell it was starting to upset her because she didn't want to work no more. It's kind of like you threatening. She was like, she kind of said a little bit, but not. She didn't really say much. She was just threatening her the whole time.
Okay.
She literally was trying to jump over the counter, so I pulled her because I was not about to let her do that.
Okay, but there was a lot of like, I'm gonna wait for you. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for you when you get off work. All that stuff. And I kept on yelling, so the young girl couldn't hold it in. So.
Because Lady in the Red is wanting us to take her for threatening her, but I wanted to see footage first.
Yeah, but definitely disorderly conduct.
Yeah, that's what's gonna fuck it up. That footage,
Based on what the manager told me, because they gave her a refund at the window already. She came back in wanting the number to, I guess, corporate, whatever, and they tried to talk her away from the employee because the employee was trying to get an order, and they tried to talk her over there, but she continued to the counter and continued yelling at the employee, calling her bitch, and I'm gonna wait for you when you get off work. Continued calling her name, so she couldn't hold it in, so she was on the other side of the counter, and I guess she swung at the customer.
Well, seeing how she popped off at us, it's a lot more believable that she came in.
Yeah.
The woman was charged with disorderly conduct and trespass from the property, while the employee was charged with battery. Thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't already.
Man, the employee gonna beat that charge, man. Free goddamn the RB gangster. Cause if she wouldn't have handled her business, man, people would be coming up trying Arby's all type of way. But she rolled out for Arby's. I think she still got a job as long as that dude is a manager, cause he tried not to snitch on her. And I respect that. All right, y'all. So we got one more. And this was gonna be about 20 minutes. And of course we're gonna expound over it. Now, this is an interesting situation, man, and this is why it's so scary with all these it's always been young parents out here. But this situation is by some young parents, and I don't know exactly what it is that happened. I just know the gist of it. So we all gonna find out together. The title said, "Cops discover horrific secret hidden in baby's throat." So I think the baby got a hold of something and swallowed something, and maybe it, became a situation. We're going to all find out together. So this is going to be the last one. Y'all make sure y'all hitting the like button, and let's see.
Come on! Can y'all please help us? He can't breathe!
I know something was in his mouth. Boom. I'm like, babe, he choking. What's this?
This was in his throat. I tried, there's nothing I could do.
On June 25th, 2022 in Cleveland, Ohio, a chaotic 911 call summons paramedics to the home of an unresponsive 13-week-old infant. But when a troubling discovery is made, investigators begin to question the circumstances, raising the unsettling possibility that what happened may have been no accident.
It's okay. I bet you I'm going to win this. Watch this.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage...
You bet you going to win. What the fuck? Hold on, bruh. Not if you just... Never mind. Let me not get too far ahead. I don't know what's going on.
Which has never been seen before. At 7:37 a.m., emergency dispatchers answer a frantic plea for help.
Can y'all please help us?
Okay, excuse me, sir. What's the address of the emergency?
What?
Okay, sorry.
Can y'all please hurry?
Sir. Okay, tell me exactly what happened. Okay, hello? Hello? Can someone tell me what happened? Hello? Hello?
He can't breathe. He can't breathe. What the f*** you mean what happened? He's not.
Okay, can I speak to one person? Can I speak to one person?
A woman takes control.
This nigga here so emotional, he about to lose his child because he can't be calm enough to tell the people what happened and where the fuck he at.
Of the call, finally getting vital information to the dispatcher.
Father banged on our door and we said his son stopped breathing.
Okay, can you sit down? Can you just stay on the phone so I can talk to one person so I can get this help started?
Yes.
Are you with the patient now?
Yes, we just woke up.
And how old is sir, ma'am?
3 months.
The dispatcher assures her that help is on the way, but with precious seconds slipping by, getting aid to the baby before paramedics arrive is critical.
Okay, listen, ma'am. I'm going to tell you how to get mouth to mouth.
Okay, go. I'm ready. Come on.
Okay, now completely cover the baby's mouth. His mouth and nose with your mouth. Then I want you to blow 2 puffs of air into his lungs, about 1 second each, just enough to make the chest rise with each breath, okay? Now, did you feel the air going in and out? Yes.
At 7:46 a.m., paramedics finally reach the scene. 9 minutes after the call began, the 13-week-old baby is rushed to the Metro Health Hospital, but it's too late. The tragedy becomes far more disturbing when an alarming discovery is made during life-saving efforts, leading to an urgent call to police.
Hi, Janice, Social Work, Metro Health Medical Center. I'm calling to notify requesting police homicide, probably, for a baby death. EMS may have already called, but just in case, I need to make sure that it was called in.
A quick check of her records finds no earlier notification to police.
Why didn't they call us? It's a 13-week-old. I'll be honest with you, I don't know the baby. I wonder why. Did EMS pick the baby up? Yeah. Now, will you guys notify homicide?
You know what? Are we calling this a violent death?
No. Well, we don't know. Undetermined. Okay.
The heartbreaking screams of the infant's parents, 18-year-old Travion Hughes Sr. and 18-year-old Asiana McEwen, can be heard in the background of the call.
Oh, and they don't know how it happened.
Undetermined. I mean, we have speculation, but I'm going to say undetermined.
Okay, we'll get a car out there.
Okay.
All right.
Probably sooner than later. They're going.
They're who?
They're going over here.
They're going what?
They're going crazy over here.
Who's there?
It's Mom, Dad.
Cleveland police respond urgently and make their way to the nurses' station, where hospital staff reveal the cause of their alarm and the reason homicide detectives have been requested.
What's this?
This was in his throat.
Okay. You guys suspect foul play or anything?
A baby wipe, y'all.
What's this?
This was in his throat.
That is a big ass piece of motherfucking tissue. Now, 12 months old, a baby usually start walking, you know, sometimes, but most likely. And as they start walking, they do put shit in their mouth. You always got to keep your eye on them. So is this a case of, you know, negligence? But when they say homicide, it sounds like they're trying to say that somebody might have stuffed it down their throat or something. I don't know.
Okay. You guys suspect foul play or anything?
I don't think a 3-month-old's going to willingly shove that in their mouth.
What is that?
A baby wipe.
A baby wipe?
Yeah, 3-month-olds are like walking early, you know? Yeah.
Is that evidence? Baby wipe, you think that it's suspicious that because they do baby wipe or something?
Yeah.
So they have it over there. You think that it's...
Yeah.
Just listening to your parents. They're devastated. My parents are actually going crazy here. Yeah. That's repeating.
How the blood-stained baby wipe became lodged in the infant's throat is now a question homicide detectives must work to answer. They meet with the infant's parents, as well as his brother Travier and his brother's girlfriend Cassandra, the woman who performed CPR during the 911 call.
Hi, guys. Hi. I'm Detective Loomis. Dad?
Yes.
So sorry for your loss, folks, honestly. Who was at home at the time? All of you guys? Okay.
I was at work.
You were at work? Okay.
Investigators meet with Travion and Daciana separately in an effort to understand more about what happened with their son this morning.
So, when you left for work this morning, was the baby sleeping?
No, he was up.
He was up?
I woke up and then I checked on him. It's like I do it every morning. I wake up and check on him because he sleeps right next to me in his bassinet. So like, I look on him.
He was in the bassinet next to you? Okay.
And he was up just staring. So I picked him up and I was just holding him and kissing him. And then I had put him down and started getting ready for work.
After leaving for work, Travion was left to care for the baby. Not long after she left, the infant began to cry.
When he was crying, I made him a bottle and he'll choke himself like he greedy. He'll be
good
choking. You feel me?
Good eater.
So I'll be pulling it out of his mouth, get him like pick him up, burp him, send him back down, let him drink again. I'll keep burping him because he'll keep doing it. He's premature. So I always did it constantly for him. And I set the little wipe under his neck because when it's dripping down, you know how milk smells.
What time did he call and say the baby was choking?
I was already on the flight. Before the baby was choking and everything, I was already on the phone with him. It was like around 7. I don't know the precise time because I'm a DSP. I take care of older people with disabilities. So I was taking care of him, but I had my AirPod in. So I was listening to him. We was talking and everything. He was like, okay, I'm finna step out the room real quick. He went to go step out the room. Then he got quiet. I didn't hear nothing. Then he came back in the room and was like, the baby choking, the baby choking.
I know something was in his mouth. Boom. After I'm trying to go down deep into it, I'm like, babe, he choking. So I'm trying to get this out of his mouth. I'm constantly doing it, but it's not working. So I'm overly panicking.
He then explains that when his efforts to remove the obstruction weren't working, he ran to get help from Travier and Cassandra.
My big brother grabbed him, rushed to the kitchen, stand him down on the countertop in the kitchen, doing this. So you feel me? We see nothing. What we doing is working, so we called the ambulance.
Who calls 911?
His girl, my sister. I call her my sister. Yeah. She called in the ambulance telling them to rush here, like, please hurry up. Please, can y'all hurry? Rush, please, can you feel me? Then y'all was taking like over 20, 30 minutes, so we just waited, still sitting here. And he's constantly, you feel me, like getting this little move. And I see it's not in his throat no more. It felt like it was lodged right here. When I was trying to go in here to his neck to get it out, he closing his mouth. He don't want me in his, like, you feel me? Like, he don't want me in his mouth. He closing it. You feel me? And that's what's made me hard for me to go in there because my hands are so thick.
Well, you could feel it in there. You just couldn't get a grab on it.
Just get on it. You feel me? Because it was too slippery.
Did he say anything else to you?
No, when I got to the house, I'm like, what happened? How did he choke? And then he was like, was wiping him down, the milk and stuff off him. He set the wipe next to him and walked out the room. And when he came back, the wipe was inside the baby's throat. He said he was trying to pull it out, but he couldn't. His hands was too big.
Back at the house, officers monitor the property, which has now been secured as a crime scene. Investigators arrive on site and begin discussing the details of the case.
I don't know, y'all. I'm not getting that it was intentionally, but damn, this some fucked up shit. I'm hoping it wasn't intentional. But let's see. I can kind of see how he's saying that this happened, but it's really stupid. But it can't happen, I guess. If it can, it will.
Once we got there, the nurses and the doctors showed, did you see the projectile? The little baby that was in its throat. Yeah. How does a 3-month-old do that? Yeah. That doesn't make sense. It was a pretty big one.
When they learn Cassandra's 2 children also live in the home, some officers begin to speculate, unconvinced that what happened was merely an accident.
Something happens there. Accident, just grab that thing, shut it down his throat. Maybe the kid was crying and like the kid just... wasn't going in soothing the child, so the kid just put, I can't see it, so I'm just gonna shut it up, you know? Goes in there and shuts it down.
Damn, they're thinking that they put the damn shit in his mouth to shut the kid up. That would be fucked up if that's what they did. I know they just speculating, but hey, you gotta figure it out.
However, Cassandra tells investigators her 2 children weren't home, and the only child in the house was the 3-month-old, who had been sleeping in a bassinet next to his mother until she left for work. Investigators pose a critical question to the parents.
Was your baby fixed?
I thought they said 13 months at first. It done went from 13 months to 3 months.
Before and tried to
Yeah. He's an advanced baby. He knows how to hold his own bottle. Like he when you try to pull the bottle away from him, he like reaches to grab it back. He'll pick it back up and put it back in his mouth.
Okay. Does he ever put anything else in his mouth though besides the bottle?
Anything he grabs.
You're saying that he's picked up stuff in his mouth before. Do you remember anything specific he's ever put in his mouth besides the bottle? Think he's ever picked something up?
Candy, cookies, anything. Like it
he'll
don't
grab
matter what it is, he'll put it in his mouth. Yeah. It don't matter. Like I don't mind explaining. Like the sock, he'll do anything.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm a little confused. Now, if it's a 13-month, yeah, it might can put some candy and all that stuff in his mouth. But if it's a 3-month-old, I'm not seeing no 3-month-old putting candy and cookies and shit in his mouth. I don't even know if they hold. It's been a long time, but I don't remember if they holding the bottle that much at that age. Ladies, y'all have to correct me on that.
Okay. Literally, anything he sees, he'll even suck on your.
Within reach, he'll grab it.
Yeah, he even suck on your.
He can do this pretty well. He can reach around and he can grab stuff.
Yeah, and he even suck on you. Like no harm. Like that sound look gay, but no harm. He even suck on your nose type.
Yeah, bro.
I think it's food.
Yeah.
Paramedics quickly arrived after the 911 call was placed, but once on scene, they said they were not notified that the 13-week-old boy had an obstruction in his throat by anyone at the scene, including Travion, his brother Travier, or Cassandra.
Did you tell them that thing went down his throat?
Yeah, they knew about all that. They knew everything. No, yeah, we told them that too, but I'm talking about my brother and sister. They knew too, and they were trying to help.
Did they tell them that on the phone?
I don't know. Like, sir, the man when this was going on, I was
I mean, we'll get
too busy raging, crying, jumping there where I
panicking.
Travion insists the infant was still breathing when paramedics arrived.
They told me they was able to get out, like he was still moving. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can move. You still have some air, like oxygen in your blood a little bit. So it could have been like a
So they killed my baby.
Oh no, they'll contact you when the funeral home can come pick him up.
The medical examiner's office would later determine the infant's cause of death to be asphyxia by choking. Doubt still lingers over how it got in the infant's mouth, as well as why paramedics weren't informed of the obstruction. This brings both Cassandra and Travion back for an interrogation, where investigators seek to find the truth.
When he came to the door, what did he say to you?
He said that the baby's choking help.
Okay. Did he say what he was choking on?
A wife.
Did he actually tell you that at that point in time?
Yes, he said that he was choking on a wife. But we didn't see anything. We didn't see the wife. I'm looking, like, my biggest thing was calling 911. I know we needed to start compression.
Sure.
His mouth was so small, so that as I'm on the phone 911, I took the step back, like you said, I'm doing the CPR, the compressions and everything. And it seemed like he, I thought was getting air and keep on because he did, and then there was nothing.
The question came up during the 911 call as the dispatcher attempted to guide her through performing CPR.
Okay, kneel next to the baby and look in his mouth for food or vomit. Is there anything in his mouth? No.
At the house when we talked, you didn't mention the word baby wipe to me at all.
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah, you didn't. We were recorded.
Okay.
On the 911 call, nobody mentioned baby wipe. When the EMTs got there, nobody mentioned baby wipe.
However, at the very start of the 911 call, a male's voice can be heard shouting that something was in the infant's mouth.
EMS, what's the address of the emergency?
Still, paramedics said they were never informed when they arrived.
He told me and us 1,000 times that he was choking on a baby.
He told you. How come no one told 911 that?
So it was never said on the 911, like, or I want to hear it because I know that they were screaming that he was choking on a baby.
Nobody mentioned it to the EMTs. Don't you think when a paramedic gets there that someone should say he had a baby wipe in his mouth?
Do you understand if you would have been there and all the screaming going on? I literally was trying to get to a baby. So if you heard.
I do kind of understand. They was hollering that shit, so they could have took that in consideration. And all of these motherfuckers are stupid as shit. So it could have been. I'm still not convinced that it was intentional, but we got to hear more.
I'm like, compressions, tell me. I tried to save that baby. There was nothing I could do.
There's nothing.
Because I think they all panicked. I don't think everybody was in on it. So obviously some of them just panicked. Whoever was yelling in the background, he ain't had nothing to do with whatever was going on. That's why he was hollering, how the fuck did it get in his mouth? Whoever that was in the background, going crazy.
There's nothing anyone could have done.
When investigators bring up something she said back at the crime scene, it leads to frustration from Cassandra.
What was the blood that you talked about seeing? Where was the blood at?
I didn't see any blood. I never said that. You do it. No, I did not.
During their initial walkthrough of the crime scene, Cassandra mentioned what she was told by Travion.
He said that he changed his diaper, was washing, like wiped him up and everything, and that he had just like a little scratch or something on his neck from cutting himself, and then one like on the side of his mouth. And he said he went to like wipe up just the blood and everything, and he said he walked away just for a couple of seconds, and this is the outcome of that.
I never said I saw.
You said you saw him wiping blood off.
No, I didn't say I saw. I said he. Stop. Don't do that. Because in a second, please come on. No.
You might have.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Okay. Don't do that. He told me. Because I feel like you're attacking me. Because I feel like, because I'm telling you that this is literally the most a long time. And I feel like you keep trying to tell me.
Yeah, you can't get mad at her because you said some shit that can incriminate her and you trying to trip her up. Because if she would have fucked up and said that, you would have made sure you documented that and, you know, it's recorded. So you literally said she saw it, but if she just like, hey man, don't do that. You can't get mad at this woman for telling you not to do it, but you need to be patient enough to let her tell the story if that's what you want.
What I'm saying, and I'm telling you what I'm saying.
Getting nowhere with Cassandra, investigators wrap up the interview, hoping Travion might provide the clarity she didn't. He's left alone for a few moments, where he entertains himself while waiting for investigators.
This is how we do. This is how we do. I'm sure it can't.
What? This nigga child just died and he in there dancing talking about this is how we do it.
What's good in there? Yes, it is.
Detectives sit down with Travion once again, but his interview begins with less cooperation than the first and quickly hits a wall.
I know it sucks, but we got to kind of figure out what happened here. Because we got a bunch of questions, okay? So, but before we ask the questions, we're going to give you the random ones, okay?
I know, but I'm not speaking without my lawyer.
Okay, but that's fine. Then we're going to place you under arrest for murder of the baby.
What?
Based on the evidence that we have.
This ain't no evidence. This ain't like that.
Okay. Stand up and put your hands behind you.
Why am I getting arrested, bro? I'm not.
There's stuff in the rag gun. Your baby's
Why ain't stuff in the rag behind, bro? What?
I'm not already doing. We're going to give you an opportunity to explain how that rag got up. Maybe straight. Bro, what? But you don't want to do that, so this is an issue. We've talked to doctors. We've talked to the medical examiner. We've talked to
doing everything. Yes, we're doing all that. Yes.
Okay.
I understand everything you're saying. Yes.
And every single one of those people tell us that there's no way that a 13-week-old baby picked up a
this is my son.
Balled it up and put it in his mouth.
Okay, they say 13 week. I thought they said 13 month. So, okay, we are talking about, you know, I got you. Yeah, I ain't seeing that either.
No, he ain't. Oh,
I'm not asking any questions. All right?
Just as the detective makes his exit, his passing comment strikes a nerve.
Good luck. All right, good luck.
So, officer, come here. Come sit. Come. Now, what you saying? Good luck for?
I said good luck with your defense, with your case.
Okay.
All right? And I mean that. I hope that you can pull it off.
Pull what off, officer? Like it's the last something.
Get out of these charges.
But you saying pull it off like it's the last something, officer?
You said very, very clearly that you tried to pull that rag out of that baby's mouth.
They don't got no. When I went in the room, my baby mom was on the phone the whole time.
I don't want to talk to you.
Once the detective leaves, Travion waits on his own with nothing but his thoughts.
Boy, what the? Do I look like some sick individual to any of y'all? It's okay. I bet you I'm gonna win this. Watch this. Getting justice for my son. Arresting an innocent boy. Murder. What? Sick white people. Boy, I swear to God, I hate racist people. Boy, they so racist. And if I was white people would be so cruel. Boy, what the?
Officers return and arrest 18-year-old Travion Hughes Sr., who was later charged with murder, involuntary manslaughter, and 2 counts of endangering children. He entered a plea of not guilty on July 28, 2022, choosing to present his defense at trial. According to news reports, while awaiting trial, Travion and Asiana welcomed another child, whose young voice can be heard in a call between the 2 parents from jail.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Dada.
Hey, Miracle.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy, baby.
Daddy. Stop abusing me.
My baby. Babe, let her hit you. What the hell? Don't have her cry.
Let her hit me. Let her hit you.
I am.
Like no baby.
She can hit me all she want to hit.
That's what I mean. Make you feel away again.
My baby can slap me if she wants to.
Bye-bye, Dada.
During Trayvion's trial, which began on May 22, 2024, Asiana testified that she was on FaceTime with Trayvion at the time of the incident and that she saw him pick up the baby and run out of the room after screaming that he was choking. Tests of the baby wipe revealed the infant's DNA was present, but there was no trace of Trayvion's. However, while both parents told investigators the infant would regularly grab things and put them in his mouth, a forensic pathologist with the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office testified that a 13-week-old doesn't have the dexterity and ability to force a wipe to the back of their throat, arguing it had to have been placed there intentionally. Ultimately, the jury found Trayvion guilty. The baby's mother defended Trayvion during a court hearing, telling the judge he was making a mistake. Trayvion was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 15 years. An appeal was later filed, arguing that there wasn't enough evidence to prove Trayvion forced a baby wipe down his son's throat. The appeals court rejected the claims and upheld his conviction. If you'd like to see select new videos early.
Damn. That's a tough one there, y'all. That is a tough one. I think it was negligent, but I don't know if I could see him intentionally shoving it down and trying to, you know, and then end up having a baby with the same girl. Because if there was a history of them violent and him trying to get away from her and all that, I might can go for it. But I'm a little undecided on that one. I would have had to see more evidence, you know, in the trial than just a state paid person saying there's no way that the 3-month-old could have did that. I don't know. If he left the wipes beside the baby after, you know, cleaning up some blood or something, the baby could have reached over there and put one of those wipes in their mouth and he not noticed because he was distracted. And I'm not going to go for they saying that it couldn't have happened. And giving the man life at that. You know. I don't know if I'm going for it. I don't know if I'm going for it. Not with what they had. That's crazy. But yeah, a lot of parents do kill their own kids. You're right. But I don't know. My instinct's telling me that he was stupid, he was reckless, he was negligent. But I don't think, you know, I can't see him just shoving it down to 13. You said 13-week-old cannot grab things? That'll be for, like, a lot of y'all females to kind of correct for me because I haven't had a 13-month-old in a while. I can't remember. You know, that was damn near 24 years ago. So... And I haven't dealt with a little baby in a while, so that'll be for y'all to determine. He might have did something reckless. He might have thought he was leaving the I don't know. They say he can't stuff it to the back of his throat. So I was going to say maybe he left it on the baby mouth because he had a cut on his mouth and maybe the baby, you know, swallowed it a lot. Well, 13 weeks is 3 months. So y'all tell me what you think in the comments. I'm going to get up out of here. I think we done came to enough stories for the day. If you missed any of the stories, I'll clip up a lot of them and put them on EARZ to the Streets Urban News. If you wanted to see any of these crime videos without EARZ talking over them, I'm gonna be uploading some on my Wabbit Patrol Crime Watch. I already got some already edited and ready to go. I'm just letting them sit on unlisted, so when I get on the road, I can still produce some content. So I appreciate everybody for showing the love today. Shout out to Carl Belton. Salute to the tradesman. And I'm definitely going to make sure I do a full documentary on this trip. I might document this trip from beginning to end, you know, as far as, you know, the job and all that stuff like that. With these glasses, I should be able to do a little bit more with them, and get some edits and all that stuff like that. And yeah, like I say, if you planning on joining the fantasy league, make sure you hit me up in the email. If you're gonna send your money, if you need to send it in payments, just let me know that. Let me know who you are, you know, so I can make sure to send you the link. I'm gonna start sending the link out either this week or next week. So if you want to be in the league, please make sure you email me. Let me know so I have an email for you and I can send you a link to the league. So make sure you email me and I can send you a link, because you will have to get in the league through your email. So I'll catch y'all on the next live. I'm going to try to get in another one before I go. And we got a Pop the Balloon that just popped the balloon, St. Louis. So y'all look out for that. And I'll catch y'all on that live there. Y'all just y'all make sure you turn on your notifications. Make sure you hit the like button so you can get all my videos. EARZ to the streets. I'm out y'all area.